Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Curse of Mother Misery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse Strahd, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG. Everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. And with me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Lady Lyra from Omega's played by Julie. Hello, welcome.
How much of the place are we allowed to burn down, do you reckon?
Marty Archangel Warlock played by Cookie. Hello, hello.
Hello, I suggest roughly 85% of it.
Jeez. Next up to the starter, Tiefling Bard played by Adriano. Hello, welcome.
I'm completely innocent in this.
And sadly, our Sir Asphodel Dragonborn Paladin played by Erinox. Hello. Cannot join us any longer because of change schedule. So, to be continued on our fourth player. But, doesn't matter. Let's head into the game. And normally I would ask my players to do a recap of what happened last, but today we will not do that. We will just start. So let me set the scene. And some nice music.
Please don't stop the music.
Piano, yes!
Gonna start like this. When you return to Kresk with the children and a concerned Gilly, as the blizzard struck around noon, you were welcomed with yet another excuse to throw a celebration. Nix tried to instill some fire into the belly of Kresk's burgomaster Dimitri and was met with a mixed result. You discover that Luca is flourishing as a caretaker of the magical barrels of holding of the Fidatov, and Asphodel escorted the non-Kresk children as well as Gilly up to the Abbey. There, she experienced a difficult conversation with Lottie, who is experiencing waves of depression. And there was also a heartfelt moment with Milivoy, Hans, Jessica, and a new face as they had dinner together. Later that evening, as you met up in front of Esmeralda's map of Barovia, you argued for a long time what you should do next. Exploring what you have discovered so far and tidbits of information and rumors of places you have yet to visit. There was a sinking realization that slowly hit you. Asphodel only turned more and more convinced that her place is to escort Gilly, Lottie, Milivoy, Jessica back to Vallaki, to teach the new child, Hans and Ilya, to control their transformation into a werewolf, find a way to recover Felix from the cave, and lastly, search for a cure not only for her, but everybody else who has been touched with this disease. The rest of you empathized with the importance of these tasks, but you couldn't convince yourself or each other that it would be the best course of action right now. As the evening turned into night, it became clear. You could not compromise or relent. Asphodel had to depart from the group. Again, there was no other choice. You said your heartfelt goodbyes over one last drink before bed. You reminisced of your time together, whispered promises of well-being and to meet each other again, and professed wisdoms and convictions to each other. All too soon, the moment was over, and as Asphodel climbed the steps to the Abbey and you found a warm corner in Dimitri's house, you knew that you would not see each other for a very long time, if at all. This is Barovia, after all, and all is not well here. Morning came later than normal for you, with a break in the snowfall and a somber mood. Asveda did not come down from the abbey to say goodbye as you gathered your horses and wagons. You have already said everything you need to. With restocked provisions from Luca, a small crowd that came to watch you leave, and a word of well wishes from Dimitri, you briskly trot through Crest's gates, all your gazes firmly directed towards the south, and whatever mysteries and dangers it might hold. So, Team Trauma. Is there anything you want to establish that you did before leaving Kresk behind? Anything we need to jump back into time and take care of? Any housekeeping?
Just to know if we rested, I suppose.
Yeah, you had a long rest.
Nothing particularly from my side, from my housekeeping.
All right. Hamordia?
I know. I think
Nothing
that's gone away.
important. Maybe take along some materials for Hamardia.
I would wonder if Aspera gave a keepsake to us to remind us of it, because she has some equipment, for example,
Oh,
like a ring of mind shielding, perhaps, or some things that she would. Not her armor, obviously, because none of us could really
I don't
wear
think
it.
she would part with her armor anyway.
No, but like if she's leaving, she would want us to, be reminded of her in some regard. I imagine that's what she would do.
Yeah.
Plus, also recovering
I
anything.
definitely think that the ring and the scroll, but I think she would keep the armor parts, like the boots and the.
Oh, 100%. The boots.
I mean, it can definitely help her, considering she needs to try and get Felix back.
Oh, these are the elven boots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, that's fine. So she had
Scroll of holding and a ring of mind shielding is what she's giving.
scroll of what? Sorry,
Scroll of holding.
of holding,
Yeah.
like a whole person.
Not a scroll of holding.
What the hell is a scroll of holding?
Yeah, of a whole person. You know, the level 2 enchantment.
Whole person, right? The spell.
Yes, whole person.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was like, what the hell is she holding on?
Oh no, wait, scroll of holding. Right, no. No, she would keep that. That is the. Oh, should we give? That's an interesting question. The scroll of holding is the special scroll that was given to her by Godfrey Gwillem, from Argynvost to transport the dragon skull.
Oh, okay, so it's supposed to hold a skull.
Completely forgot that. Yes, it's supposed to hold the skull.
Okay, so it's a skull of skull holding.
Yes.
Like a mini portal kind of thing, specifically for the skull.
Yes. It has like increased volume, but lower kilo than like a normal, like a bag of holding.
Gotcha. So we have a scroll of skull holding and a ring of mind shielding.
Yes. Who
Gotcha.
do you want to hold on to them?
I mean, I have the bag, so you can drop it into the bag. Unless it's known that Aspera would say, don't put this into a bag of holding because it will create a portal to another realm. But if it's like not that kind of deal. and more like a castable spell, I can put it in the bag.
I think it's as long. I think she was told that as long as there's nothing in it, it's okay. But when something is in it, it would create some realm fucking.
Realm fucking. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I don't have to put it into
all
the bag.
the ways you could have phrased that, you chose realm fucking.
I mean, why not? Perfect opportunity. And the ring of mind shielding as well.
The ring, I have 3 attuned already, so
Okay.
depends how much here. How many do you have,
I have
Illyria?
Illyria currently has she has her armor that doesn't require attunement, right?
Yeah.
The ring does require attunement.
No,
Doesn't it?
but like I'm just thinking how many things she's
3.
attuned to. Which...
Yeah, I have the Crown of Being Smart that requires attunement.
Mhm.
Like I have the Count rank.
Mm-hmm.
Counterback.
I don't think that
And-
requires attunement, though, does it?
I don't think it does.
No.
So I have so I have one thing that requires attunement, and that is the Circlet of Smartness.
Yes.
I mean, either
Yeah, I
you guys.
currently have the dagger, which I'm not attuned to right now.
We have the lightsaber.
Yeah, and the lightsaber.
That's it.
That's the only things that she has that require attunement, I think.
Who has the Spoopy Dagger?
Because she's
Illyria.
not
Illyria.
Illyria, she's not attuned to the necklace anymore.
Nope. That's true.
Maybe it'd be better to have the ring on Illyria so she can't be like discovered anymore, since we're now breaking the pact with Strahd. Unless there's a reason why, Hamachi, you want to protect your brain.
A vindictive mother, but I mean everyone has everyone is like threatened by this equally.
So the ring of mind shielding.
I think Stalidad is much more dire threat than Mother Dearest.
So all it does is that protects you from creatures reading your mind, to know whether you're lying, and only creatures that can telepathically communicate only if you allow it. And you can make it invisible on your hand if you want. And if you die, your soul enters it, unless it already's got a soul in there. Which we've never actually checked, because that's what has had it.
Wait.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that is not how it works here. I removed that part of it.
Okay, you
because-
removed that part. Okay.
because it's not a soul gem.
I was like, where does it say that?
Well, that's part of, I don't know, I just took it from 5e. Oh, okay, so then it's just to prevent people from reading your mind.
Yes.
Nyx just says everything on his mind anyway, so...
All right. Who are we giving it to? Who wants it?
I think to Illyria.
Illyria.
Alright.
All right. There it fits in. Okay.
Alright, you made the items in Roll20.
Yeah, so you can see them. So I moved them over to who has it.
Cool.
Okay, and I also, in your party inventory and notes, I've added some rations and some horse feed. That was given to
Nice.
you by Luca.
Oh, good for you. Good for Luca.
Edit the other stuff so we don't worry about it with the boots. So Thad's remnants are gone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And as for those other stuff, I will also remove caltrops and stuff.
Yeah.
Ring of mind shielding. Obviously, that's Illyria now.
Would you leave the +1 short sword and +1 hand axe with Milivoy, or would you take them
Yep.
back? Okay.
Yeah, they need them, and it's not like anyone else needs them right now.
True.
Can always buy more if necessary, I suppose. I think that's everything. Healing potion. I guess that's fine.
Yeah. Perfect.
Great. I'll save those changes.
Mhm. Okay. Then that's that. So, you leave Kresk behind. Today's travel is mostly familiar to you. Mornings is snowy and traveling through this quite angled landscape. Noon is miserable and slushy. Then a lunchtime stop at the ravine with the Chiana Bridge. There are no sudden visions this time, yet just the sight of it echoes back memories to the forefront of your minds. After your lunch break, you make a turn towards the unfamiliar. At first, a quite rocky road follows the river ravine, but then, during the last hours of light remaining, the road turns south to thrust you into the Swallish woods once more. It's the normal affair, mostly, just a bit muddier and not as dense as before. You come to a stop at nightfall, just as the forest starts to open up even further. You set up camp, and you sit down for dinner. A day of uneventful travel.
I don't know about you guys, but it's a little abrupt as for the leaving, but I kind of understand where she's coming from.
Honestly, I'm relieved she's taking care of the children.
I think that's for the best. If
Relief?
if we went ahead on adventures with her and she has no idea where they are, she'll worry.
That was everything that she wanted to do. I mean, we found her looking for the children. We found the children. We rescued the children, and that's what does. Raison d'etre is to remain with the children. I wish that I could have resolved her new affliction. But I guess that's what her will always take care of herself.
I'm sure our paths will converge again.
I mean, if anybody has will strong enough to stay in control, it probably is Asphalt.
I'm not really worried about it. I mean, we've seen all of the wolf people in that cave, and they all seem pretty reasonable, albeit a bit angry. So, I
Works
don't.
out best for Kresk too, with Dimitri needing more of a reassuring person just until he gets his own self-confidence back. But
Because maybe the Abbey can get an actually capable caretaker as well from this.
if anyone would be fit enough for the Abbey, I believe it would be Asphodel for sure. Still, it hurts. You know, she added a little bit of spice.
Yeah. Oh,
Illyria, though, I could sense that you guys were getting once more at each other's throats. Did you say everything you needed to say, or?
I think so, yes.
Help but feel that It is another exchange of you stabbing each other in the legs and,
We
not to put it
managed
bluntly.
to avoid it this time. Although, well, I don't think I've told you about the encounter yet, but I
The
was
quote-unquote
ready.
encounter.
I was ready to fight Asphoda back in the cave.
Over what?
Well, Bianca was running away. And I just happened to come across her running from Asphoda. And she looked at me like... Well, she was terrified for her life, and I don't put it past Asphoda to have murdered her there and then.
What happened in the cave was a bit crazy, if I'm honest. I didn't expect half the things that we planned to do and half the
Without
things
your
that ended up happening.
interruption, I was more than ready to fight Asphoda again.
When did that happen? Did that happen after the chaos? During the chaos? Before the chaos? Or...
Just before you assumed Strahd's face, Nyx. That's why we got interrupted down there.
Maybe it's for the best then that you're having a break from Asphoda. Do the things that you need to do and she needs to do too.
Well, she did do some highly irrational things back then. Things I don't necessarily agree with, and we did have a very vocal argument about this. When we
I
went
mean,
London
come on, Armatier. Her mind must have been swirling with werewolf stuff. I mean, who knows exactly what kind of curse she was afflicted with.
I know. We talked it over, we talked it over
And
a
what
bit.
curse was she afflicted with before that, then? Don't get me
Hubris.
wrong, I do respect Asphoda.
I just believe that
As much as she doesn't respect me.
I don't think she doesn't respect you. I think you're taking things a bit far, my lady Leia. Listen, these people...
Why are you calling me that?
I don't know. It feels kind of a heavy conversation topic, so I'm trying to be official and unbiased. Okay.
You're my friend, you can just say Illyria.
Hey, fine, I'll call you Leia. Okay. Oh, where was my mind at? Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Leia. And so, these werewolves, they represented a sort of an idealistic antithesis towards her ideals, what I understood from her. So, when you meet your worst enemy, you tend to do things in a less rational manner, as one does. They hit a soft nerve with the children, and we can't really... I mean, I don't believe Asphoda's actions were smart, given the situation, like intentionally breaking the ritual combat and then not having ritual combat, fighting everyone else. It's kind of funny.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. Asphoda never respected their traditions and hierarchy to begin with.
Yes, I don't mind her breaking their traditions. Their traditions mean absolutely nothing to me. What really set off my nerve is her not telling us her plan beforehand, so we couldn't really coordinate a meaningful and effective course of action. But, everyone gets angry, and she got angry, and And she
I mean,
did some things.
she has every reason to be.
And it is our duty as for us friends or anyone's friends here
I
that
don't
if
know.
one of us, goes a little bit beyond what's acceptable, that we
Look.
set them straight.
I don't think we need to dump on Asphodel just because she's not here.
No, I don't dump on Asphodel. I'm talking about everyone. Talking about Asphodel.
We are
I
where we are
shouldn't
now.
have started talking to them to begin with.
Doesn't matter. We are on our way once more. And one thing we have learned about this little group of happy friends is that we have good in our hearts, right? Good? Things that we wish to make better, yes? We want Barovia to be a better place.
Gives you like a sort of look.
Yeah, just kind of looks at you like a little bit like, what was that about?
Channeling his inner Asphodel. Look, there is other problems. There are other problems in Barovia. We have vestiges to find. We have allies. Now, at least that's what we think. We are one down from our number, but we have friends, and we have come a long way. So, let's focus on doing more of that. And for sure, if we can restore the wine issue here, everyone seems to be an alcoholic, so
I mean,
we
no
need to
offense,
resolve that.
but like, how can you, not drink in this place?
I know, right?
Well, welcome
I
to the
did-
Bistani lifestyle.
I didn't drink, and look at how I turned out.
Yes, look at how you turned out.
That's fine.
It's pretty evident, is it not?
Your upbringing was far from fine. I hate to say it.
Who's?
Yeah, that's-
Mine? True.
Not yours.
No, you're right.
Well, I mean, I don't know much. I know that you were always a bit different, right?
You don't know much. That's true. I mean,
I know
why
that
ask
you-
about my lifestyle?
Always struggled with fitting in with the other Vistani, but
Makes sense.
I didn't really want to pry.
I think we're a little bit beyond pleasantries and prying, Illyria. If you have a question, ask it.
Well, no, I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen.
I don't know. Maybe it's not really in my nature to whine about the past when there is no wine to whine with.
Do we still have some of that whiskey?
I'm trying to ration it.
Are we? We're not contemplating getting drunk and talking about our upbringings, are we?
No. That's I don't think any of you wants to hear.
I mean, any excuse to get drunk sounds good to me.
Well, I mean, we've glimpsed enough of it, I think, Amardia.
Yeah. No need. I mean, yeah. It can make for some pretty good spoopy stories around the campfire, if we get some lightning and we get a little bit of atmosphere, we can make a good horror story out of it.
We need to make more of a horror story of our lives. I think. I don't know.
I don't
Things
think
have been a
you're
little bit.
horror story. I think your life is sort of a little bit of a spicy adventure,
Well, it's not like I was made a servant in my own family.
Oh yeah. Well, it's weird when things happen.
Problem with adventures is that you tend to lose people along the way.
Maria shrivel ups in her coat.
Yeah, Essie also turns a bit ponderous with that statement.
But and Nix brings out his little book that he's been writing in. Believe me when I tell each and every one of you that should you part ways with me or one way or another, you will all be remembered. One way or another.
You better say good things about me in the book, huh? Otherwise I will
Sure,
come back to
sure.
haunt you.
I mean, what can I say
You know
about...
what? I think we should haunt him together.
Yeah. You know, so get some double action on him. Perfect.
Wait, I'm gonna have 2 girls haunt me? Oh no, stop. Don't. Please.
Okay, you do not know how creative I can become.
I don't need to hunt Chief Nix. I have soul for that. And soul as a ghost is frankly a terrifying concept.
Soul is already a terrifying concept.
Yes, can you imagine what he will do if he can go for walls? Imagine the carnage.
Probably the same, but slightly more transparent.
Yes!
Cannot see it, but Saul is smirking to himself right now.
Rubbing his little legs together in glee.
Yes.
But I'm just letting you know. I do what I can. So, we have time ahead of us. We have a curious winery issue to take care of. And the last thing that I remember, there was something about moving trees. So, Illyria,
Yes.
Hamatir,
Indeed.
we need to at least figure out exactly what we are going to do about that, because Hamatir, you're all about windy stuff. I've noticed there's a theme there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
personally, in the place that I am right now, I'm more about healing or more radiant kind of damage. So, Illyria. Darling Illyria.
Darling.
The one with fire in her fingertips.
I can also cast Firebolt.
Yeah.
Wait, you can?
Yeah.
Yes?
Don't you remember us burning down a windmill together?
I burned down that shit too!
I thought that was just Illyria.
No, that was both of us.
What? And she like looks extremely offended and brings up, you know, her hand and mutters some things, and then fire is conjured in her hand, and she just throws it in a random direction and then pushes out her arms like, see?
You just got that. It was Illyria.
Oh, no.
This is very funny. It's just kind of like laughing to herself.
It's a cantrip, Nix. I've had it forever.
I can vouch for that one, Nix.
No, I don't believe it. Sorry. Obviously, Nix is like playing with her.
I mean, I can also do a big line of fire if I really have to.
When did you learn this? I mean, the last time I remember you, you were just sort of flirting and sleeping around with a
Whoa!
Sunny.
Alright, there was a little bit more to that. Okay, I did do some scouting missions and little bit of marshal, you know, keep all the Vistani safe on all the journeys. But that's true. No, I was taught it in the Protectorate.
Right. Well, if you know so much, Ezzy, what else don't we know about you? After all, you went around with Van Richten and learned a lot of things. You have a curious desire to burn all the werewolves, but we know all that.
Well,
So there's something we don't know.
when they take your leg, it gets a bit personal. No. Why would you like to know? She like narrows your eyes onto you. Like, what are you playing at?
I just want to know what sort of lady my cousin has become.
Lady? Ooh. No, please, never. Well, if it will make us sleep better in the night. Considering I not really liking where we are camping. Let's just make sure it's safe. And Esmeralda gets up and starts casting alarm.
Another curious trick. Nothing too strenuous, though, but I appreciate it. Why didn't you do that when we had werewolves around us?
You know what? That's a really good question. I think I didn't, you know, most nights they just didn't know.
Fat or just...
We didn't camp out that many times out in the wild.
No, we camped once, and literally, if you could have done that, we could have saved Hamakia
Oh,
from
right! That was the day when it was raining all day, and I felt miserable already. I was knocked out cold.
Next rolls eyes, it looks so, like, longly, like the longest eye roll ever.
That day sucked.
Oh yeah, the one guy...
We're all getting used to becoming stronger. Hamakia also had a little trouble that day. Interesting. Whatever comes up ahead of us, let's try and be mindful about what it is that we are contributing to this team here, because ultimately, one small decision could mean life or death. Not to put like a dampen on it, because it would be epically heroic, whatever happens, but I would like us to all survive.
So would I.
Jeez, when you put it that way. Yeah, but he's right, but I guess I'm just getting used to it. I mean, hunting with Richten was always intense. But Barovia is Barovia.
Intense or intense?
Intense.
Got it.
Action all the time. Hyper focus and suspicious all the time.
I don't think that's going to change, but good to know that you can cast alarm now, Ezzy.
She flicks her hair.
Now, I have a couple of things here in my inventory that might be useful that I have pondered over, after all, you know, been identifying things, and I did come across a scroll within the Abbey that I don't know if it's going to be relevant now, but it's quite a significant one. And that allows me to conjure an enormous feast that will embolden us and shield us from poisonous things. So if something, you know, crops up, just telling you know that it's there.
Well, what are we expecting at the swine facility?
I honestly don't know, but if there's moving, creepy-looking
Moving trees
trees,
is pretty much all we know.
it's not like in Barovia that are moving trees, every day. So that's why I was looking for the fire thing. Fire angle, so to speak.
Although, I'd rather not burn the place down completely,
No. No, ideally not. Our objective should be to restore functionality to the wine.
Exactly.
Okay.
Maybe we can talk to the trees and maybe
Can you
they're
talk to
nice.
trees?
I mean, if they can move, maybe they can talk. We don't know.
Well, just because they can move doesn't mean they speak your language or my language.
I want to talk.
Can you?
Highly doubt trees speak Elvish.
No, but I'm curious whether or
Inferno.
not you can summon something that could speak to that. You seem getting familiar and used to these new abilities. Is there anything in your repertoire that can assist or aid us here?
I think an eagle can talk to us as well as any of us can.
You can't just summon eagles, right? I've seen the elk.
Yes, we have an elk. I can summon smaller eagles, but like a bit more. I can summon beetles, and other creepy crawlies. I can summon.
Is there some kind of insect that eats trees from within?
Yes, but I don't think trees will very much appreciate being eaten from the inside.
I mean, I think that goes for almost anything.
I mean, why are we thinking about this? There is moving trees. The vineyard is stop production, meaning that something is bad is happening. So let's eradicate the problem, and then it's probably fine.
That's my thinking too. I mean, it's like I said, trees don't wander around without some sort of weird curse, and we're getting very familiar with the fact that Barovia has got all sorts of curses around. I say go in, burn anything that moves that is not humanoid shaped.
What if the walking trees are humanoid shaped?
Nix gives Illyria like the biggest look.
What if you find a tree family with a little sapling as a child?
Lyria thought she was very funny just there.
I don't think. What? If that's the case, that they're little baby. No. There's like Nick's kind of like does like a quick note in like an off page of his book, like to the side. Family of trees. Up until now, we've had to deal with people who have complex histories, emotions, and stories with consequences, and I'm currently of the mindset that this will not be of a similar kind of story. So, we need souls. We need to get stronger. We can't do that by just talking to everyone.
Yeah.
In this instance, every cursed tree family will die. Just because they have to. Otherwise we'll never get stronger. We will never defeat Strahd.
I think there are plenty of bad people involved who we can kill. I just don't think... if the trees are bad, we'll kill them. But if the trees are not bad, I'd rather not kill them.
Sure, if there is a happy tree that wants to play picnic, sure, we will let that one survive, but I've never seen one.
Have you seen a moving tree before?
I've seen curses, and this is all I can know.
Some may see it as a blessing.
Well, we definitely need to sort out the wine production, that's for sure.
Yes,
Something
yes,
very
yes.
heroic that we're doing here tomorrow. Honestly, like If you think that walking around being called a saint or being thrown a party in Kresk, it would look like nothing if we save the wine production. But to that end, I mean, the wine production, from what I've heard, has already been in trouble even before this whole no communication at all, like all stop of production. You know, Champagne de l'Estompe used to be a thing, not anymore.
I mean,
We don't know
I
exactly
don't
what's
mean
going
to
on.
offend, but how well do grapes actually grow here?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that as well. The Barovians' farms are quite sad. It's more like livestock that they survive on, but there are some, you know, whenever you travel past the village of Barovia. So, how could there be grapes? Like full, juicy grapes that create wine that is actually challenging to be one of the best types of wine, especially when you think about Champagne de l'Estompe, in quality in all of Cannes. It's a great mystery.
We know there used to be sunshine in Barovia. Maybe that's what happened. But it's not unheard of to have grapes thrive within gloom. So, all of this will be discovered once we get some sleep and get there.
Yeah. And maybe we can find, who was it? Was it Erwin's father?
Huh?
Like, we know that the vineyard belongs to like the Raven family, right?
Do we?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Yeah, like we were literally asked by Erwin to check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I just like looking
And
at my notes as
you
well.
asked for information about Barovia in the past, and
Yeah.
Danica and Erwin said that the patriarch of the Mordekov family
Yeah.
is the one who has
So-
all the knowledge.
Maybe we can find that patriarch that he was talking about.
Maybe so. I'm just curious to know what's going on there. If we show up there and it just turns out to be everyone is just getting drunk on their own crop and not exporting, I will be very upset. But I'm sure that's not the case because they did send some people from Kresk, I believe, to go investigate, but they didn't come back.
We'll figure it out tomorrow.
You
won't
heard
we?
it from Aragal, who had sent
Right.
some Vistani to check why there's no wine. We're scared away, and that's where you heard the whole moving trees kind of rumor.
Right. Nyx stretches and says, well, unless there's anything more exciting here, I'm going to get an early night. Thank you.
Sounds like a good idea. Esmeralda kind of cracks her shoulders and like rolls her head. Gotta be ready for a massacre tomorrow. Break some bark.
Mm.
I hope their bark is stronger than their bite.
Easy. It's just because you didn't get your rocks off with killing all the werewolves doesn't mean you have to go around making wolf puns.
I mean, it can be
I think it's very funny.
a wolf tree.
Nyx like pinches the bridge of his nose.
I still think that we have done a horrible mistake letting them all roam free. There's still that
Well-
asshole Gorek about as well.
That's your people now. I don't think.
Oh, I don't mind stabbing him if I see him again.
Ah, good. Next time we should stab, no headache of talking.
I'm glad for a change that we
But
didn't get to kill
I'm
them all.
also.
Lycanthropy is a problem.
I think it's important that we learned a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, we can dissect their corpses and learn, what hurts them and what they're weak to. That ought to suffice.
I mean, why is it a problem, though? Well, why do you find it problematic, Esmeralda?
She is a monster hunter.
Yes, but are
And they are
monsters?
monsters. The monsters hurt people.
Why? Yeah.
They were
That's
kidnapping children, so I do see where she's coming from. I just think that
And we also put our back to the problem, right? What if it comes
I
back
mean-
to bite us?
Gods.
I thought that maybe we could have used that prophecy of theirs to.
I'm sorry, I don't really follow you. I mean, yes, kidnapping children is a bad thing to do, but they didn't really seem like monsters. I feel like if
Into another.
a bunch of regular half-elves would have done the same, you wouldn't react in the way that you're reacting right now to this deed.
Well, the
Woody,
kidnapping
you
of
see,
children is certainly not alright. The problem with lycanthropy in itself is that, well, normally it spreads,
I found one. I
and
found
usually
one on
the
customs
victim is
versus
not
police, but I
like,
don't know if what
yes, I always wanted to be a lycanthrope.
It fucks
And
hard.
second,
It doesn't just fuck.
it's
I-
usually
I
fueled
can't
by
really
emotions.
find back to it. Oh, no.
And when you're unable to control yourself and you got that power, and if it spreads,
Yes, but they all seemed pretty much in control. I mean, I don't think we've seen anyone go ballistic, you know? I understand what you're saying, but it seems like they have some control over it. I
Not
just
true
don't...
lycanthropy, though. It's a
Excuse you?
curse. It's not true lycanthropy. This is why I managed to convince Asphodel to be afflicted by it. They aren't really true werewolves. They are just cursed as if they are. They are fake.
It's good.
it's so strange. Did you see that thing
And only the best of the best.
across that
Most
pool?
time to sink in, get it.
That was that little
It's
wolf
only the fucking people with,
statuette
with no job,
that was fed
no
blood,
job, no life.
and then Asphodel drank it?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
strange.
was right there.
So,
It
so
is.
what are we doing?
You're right. It's not like she got bit by a werewolf or anything like that. It is something
Okay.
fucky wacky going on.
What's up with that object?
I need, I got a couple of solo ones to do right now.
I guess
We are
that's something
learning.
that's worth to take rather than just to murder everybody. To learn more about. It would be
got
that
2
object.
wood squares.
Leave one that can talk if possible to learn. But in this instance, with the wine and the vineyards, I stand by my concept here. Trees? No. People? Maybe.
Hey, Essie. Can I ask you something?
Of course,
Yeah,
darling.
the med station. I almost got my.
You're starting with the darling too.
Hey,
Ah,
he can do it, but not I. Come on.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, I mean, not like you could anyway, but yeah.
Try.
She gives you a
And
toothy
Olivia
grin.
kind of like goes like from that sort of like a little bit playful back and forth, just kind of goes a bit more like, would you just kill Erasmus?
Do you got any questions?
Oh,
Peacekeeper really wants me to find some light bulb. Okay.
You know,
Peacekeeper
I-
wants a light bulb right now.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
I don't really know him. Rudolph, he
Bunker Part 2?
hid him and his mother away
Yeah, yeah.
so that
So,
all the monsters and family of the monsters that he
yeah, you
hurt
need to survive too. You need to survive.
couldn't find revenge against him by targeting his family.
God.
He saw it as a
Interchange. Oh, God.
weakness that needed to be protected.
Oh, the shopping
by
the
being not
shopping
known.
spree quest kills me every single fucking time. I die
I'm a bit of a
every
special
damn
case, I guess, when it comes to Richter. Maybe he just thought that I needed some extra attention, but nobody in the Scrollbow knew that he had a family.
Yeah.
And I guess nobody knew him like I did. I know for a fact, even though if it
I'm a
pains me
pay-to-win idiot,
greatly,
so
that Richter would never want
still
his
not enough
family to be
space.
monsters. He considers that to
I
be
just got my scav jump
a
box, so I have
fate
enough space now.
worse than death. To become
shit.
what you fight.
Yeah, that's.
But he's a monster himself, isn't he? For all the things he did.
I think he stepped out of line, yes.
Like, I'm down for anything. If
He
we're
stepped
going
out of line
reserve, I just want
as
you
a
guys to know,
person,
I'm going
or did he do a
full
thing as a
rat, and There's no
monster?
stopping me.
He talked about it sometimes over camps.
Yeah, everything
And,
I have is
um,
just solo kill scav, except the flash.
Dinners just like this, somewhere unknown, somewhere dangerous to me.
Hey,
He talked
okay.
about that thin line. That as we search for the power necessary to destroy the monsters, then we need towards dangerously close to become one as well. But once you have taken a step over to that other side, that thin line,
he's just more of a Chad. You can't.
then
get
finish
that
what you
monster.
started,
Yes.
and then end yourself or get someone else to end you.
Yeah.
That's what he thought.
It's not a proper quest. Oh wait, yeah. That's the ice cream cone one.
See.
Okay. Well, if we are done.
Yeah, let's get some sleep, shall we?
Alright.
I'll
I've been using this.
I'll take the first watch, I think.
I think.
I have a couple of things I need to write down. Some quotes from Asphodel that I'd like to retain.
Alright. Well, don't forget to wake somebody else. I can be number 2.
Good. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
I'll take number 3 then.
Right.
I just. Oh god, I
You're
need
here
to
last.
Where did I put my head?
Good night, everyone.
No.
God Gamer,
Night.
Customs.
Okay.
12.
So, you got the first watch. Tell me what you do and give me a perception intelligence.
I told you what I do.
Invite me. Fuck with.
You just some quotes? That's it?
You got a 1 minute.
I would try to well, I want to capture Asphod's character in my book, in my novel, so I'll do my best to try and
No, wait, that's not.
summarize everything about her And almost write it down from a perspective of someone going on a journey of like coming in with the idea of, you know, not knowing who they are to discovering where their history comes from, to learning that it's not about your history but what actually matters around you right now, to someone that cares a lot, like mother hen kind of style, but then at the same time knowing that she has to leave at some point because there's always other hens or other chicks to bring up.
All right. Somewhere
Yeah, actually.
like more than an hour into your writing, when you're so focused, but you're still keeping like that nagging thought in the back of your head to keep an eye out is still active.
He's a god gamer. He
Um,
needs an AK and an SKS.
To your right, quite faint,
Fair.
there's the sound
Holy
of
shit.
earth being moved.
Woody has bought the grip.
Yeah, we'll stop and listen intently, looking around, making sure that I can,
Scarring.
you know, peer into the dark.
Is Woody,
Look in that direction.
John, are you just like
Can't really see
trained
anything.
or something? Is that
The noise
play?
stops
Or is he just AFK?
pretty quickly. There's some rustle of leaves, and then nothing.
I call out and say, "Who goes there?
Dangerously.
I hear you. Step into the light. Don't let me wake the others. You won't like it."
I can understand.
No answer.
Nice.
I get like a torch from the fire and like
Oh god.
head that way with gusto and purpose.
All right. Make me a straight intelligence check to see if you're able to pinpoint where this happened. It's pretty easy, but just from memory.
Going after Nyx's intelligence.
It takes you a while. It wasn't perfect, but you do find something that is interesting. There is a patch of like recently moved earth. There's no like plant or anything in that spot. It's just this wet, gooey earth that has just been somehow disturbed.
Any like signs of a track or like a footprint or like signs of legs?
Make me a survival intelligence as you look around with your torch.
Hearing. I will give myself guidance on this one.
Mhm.
I believe I can do that. Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can.
The 10.
10. Just beside it, heading southwest, there's some drops of earth, and there's some leaves that have been disturbed,
Oh god.
but not really footprints. But there was definitely some kind of movement here.
By the sniper house, I guess. I don't know what they're called.
Looks like peers off into that direction.
Yeah,
It
and
says,
we're extracting by my.
"You better run." And then it goes back to the camp.
Alright, okay. Your watch eventually ends, and you wake up Bessie.
I do. I like when I do. I like kick her foot, and just not like I'm punting it, just like knocking it
Yeah, okay.
to wake her up. It's like just running, smash on her legs.
Football kick.
Wake the fuck up! No, it's like I knock her boot and say,
Are
"Your
we
turn."
looting blue or
Be mindful there may be someone stalking our camp.
What?
Could be gone. It was a while ago.
What have you seen? What's happening?
No, just I heard the noise and there are signs that something was watching the camp.
Alright. That's a bit
Your alarm
spooky.
spell didn't go off, so it's a ways, and I haven't heard anything since. Just be mindful. We may not be entirely alone, or someone has been tracking us. Not my specialty, dear cousin. That is yours. So,
Can you point it out for me?
sure, that way, behind the tree over there.
Huh. Alright, don't worry, little cousin. I will protect you. I will go and see what's up. You can sleep easy.
You can protect my sleep by doing a good job. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Holy shit,
Alright.
that's huge.
You find sleep.
So now if we die...
2 hours goes by of only Esmeralda knows what. And who was next?
Mattia.
Mark,
Mardia.
yeah.
Oh, I got TJ plugged. I
Alright.
found it.
Essie wakes up Harmardia pretty gently.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going down the main
It's
access.
your time, buddy.
There you go.
So I've noticed. I'm sorry.
Put her up your butt.
Just so you know, there was some kind of disturbance during Nyx's watch.
Oh, that was disturbing.
Yeah, I see.
Well, I found a patch of moved earth over there behind that tree. And something quadrupedal moved away towards the southwest.
Yeah, like a big dog.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe?
we have a mystery! Oh, that's so exciting. Thank you so much.
Well, the strange thing was that there was hardly any sign of them arriving to that spot. It was just as if they been there forever and decided just to get up and leave.
Oh, yes! Okay, thank you.
It's
You
just
have a cake night. A cake night.
Oh,
An
is-
amazing,
So
absolutely stunning night.
is it unknown key or
Is
is
this
it
a good
bumped
thing?
us?
Yes, it's a mystery. It's fun. God, it is so boring all the time. Now we have something to look for.
I'm bored. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Mystery sounds really fun.
Yes.
Yes. Now I'm going to be fun and go and take a rest.
Good night, Esmeralda. See you around. Have a nice, pleasant sleep. Yes. Okay.
Keep an eye
So
out.
come here.
It's okay. You should
Cadets all ready for duty. Who are we killing?
Yeah. Well, we don't know yet. That's the fun part. Listen, there were attacks over there. Okay. I need you to run circles around the perimeter. Anything suspicious that you see, you talk to me. All right. This is not Sergeant Soul. You are right now Detective Soul on duty.
Oh, I should bring out my hat
What do you
and
got
my
him? What
pipe.
is
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna do a minor illusion of Soul with a hat and a pipe.
Or we're just gonna get got
Okay.
by him? Who's on our right by the containers?
So you go over to that spot.
Yes. She is running like a child, like an excited child to that spot.
Soul follows you behind, going.
We shall find the murderer, then we shall murder them. We shall find the murderer because we're detectives.
We're gonna solve the mystery. Yes, what you said. Okay. The footprints are we? Do they look like footprints or
The other dead
something else entirely?
Okay, so SD got Natural Explorer. So she got like supernatural abilities of able to like understand tracks in nature and things like that. So
I
you
see. So
the noob
I
who do
wouldn't
not
know.
have Natural Explorer will have to do a survival intelligence.
thing.
Alright.
I'm not gonna shoot him because I don't need to.
The noob.
I'm in the
the
way.
noob. Survival intelligence.
Indeed.
Right.
Okay. 17.
It's just right
All
in
right.
front of the.
You see that two prior footsteps have made their way over to this spot. Kind of stayed in the same location and then headed back to camp. There is this patch of kind of freshly moved earth. Like a maggot. Kind of a pink maggot is somewhere in there, you know.
We might have dinner there.
And then there's some disturbed leaves leading towards southwest.
Alright, so
But
I
you
want
cannot
to-
distinguish any like footprints. You cannot see that.
I see. Well, it might be the big worm that we're after.
Did we kill this one?
Might be a ghost.
There's a cool hat on. I'm taking that.
So, why don't you try and do a little patrol down south, and I'll watch for the north for any
Yeah.
suspicious activity, and we'll rendezvous in 2 hours' time.
Oh,
Uh,
alright.
Also, John, be curious.
I would scream as anything happens. I would scream of excitement because I'm already in the battle and I am killing something.
Good luck, so. Go!
You too.
You're,
Soul go wee.
you're not at the level of
And
just buying a
Hamakia will put her very serious, very perceptive face for 2 hours.
Okay. Make me a perception
I'm
perception
throwing a-
intelligence.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Oh no, who's throwing a grenade? 6! Very perceptive, Hamakia. On duty.
Dude, you peeked so hard on me.
You the thing is you're so high energy to begin with that you tire yourself out almost immediately. Like you're there perceptive at the beginning, but then the exhaustion sets in and it's the middle of the night and you know you need more sleep. You kind of like slap yourself to keep yourself awake, but no,
Boring.
you're crashing. You're crashing.
But please.
And eventually both you and Soul get back to the camp and Soul goes,
Why do I never get to kill anything? This sucks. There's nothing out there.
I didn't know. I thought maybe the silver ghost maggot would be here.
Yeah,
This
he
is
killed me
such a
right there where you're
such a
listening.
chore.
Yeah.
Live through that. You
Maybe
have a
we
perfect
should have a murder nap,
Yeah,
and
you
then we
live-
wake
Yeah.
up and find something to murder tomorrow.
I think we'll have plenty of things to murder tomorrow.
Good.
Alright, I'm going ahead and wake up early, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, and Hamakia will nudge you gently. But like a child, so it's like nudge, nudge, wake up, nudge, nudge, nudge.
I'm awake.
Yeah,
I'm
right-
awake.
right there, yeah.
Yay, good morning, you sound
Morning.
so lively.
Can't hear shit.
So, anything interesting happen?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
You sound so upset.
Because there was supposed to be a mystery, and we didn't find anything. So,
Do you have
listen.
grenade?
There is a thing that moved around when Nix was doing his thing. Maybe it was hallucinating, I don't know. But we did find some weird tracks that go over there that just seem to pop out of nowhere and continue to move. I was looking for any more evidence, but unfortunately I failed pretty miserably.
He didn't have the guy that killed me. I didn't have you.
Okay, I mean, I probably won't find anything, but I'll keep an eye out.
Good, good. And if you find a mystery, do tell me.
Alright.
You have a very, very good night, my very, very good friend. Time to sleep.
Okay. Illyria, tell me what you do and give me perception intelligence.
I mean, Illyria is
Don't really care
just
about my
kind
job,
of, you know, just still contemplating a little bit about what Ezzy said.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just sits around maybe towards the end of it, since she has the last, like, watch, she starts getting things, like, ready already for, like, when everybody gets up, you know? And a perception intelligence, because, as we all know, Illyria is very, very smart.
I
Go
don't
for
even
it.
think anyone's gonna loot that armor because it's so fucked.
Oh!
jeez.
Wow. Very perceptive
Taking
tonight.
smart.
Okay. No. You keep an eye out as you're still lost in thought, considering this moral conundrum. And you're pretty sure that you're pretty safe for the 2 hours that you keep your watch. Morning comes, sunrise, even though it's always filtered through the heavy fog. And it's time to wake the
That's
others.
the guy that killed me, I think. AK-74, you...
Hey,
If
you guys ready
if
for some
loaded PP, then
breakfast?
it's-
What did you make?
Sorry? Something fucky just happened with Discord, but I'm back.
That's cool.
Probably like the same thing as usual.
Mmm.
She probably...
Cooked rations. Delicious.
I know, right? I mean, she literally probably just put out some rations and it's like... I mean, I can't really call it cooking, but it's food.
It will keep us going. Thank you.
Ah, it's great. I mean, it's cooked and it's not maggots. I'm a buy. I mean, look, it's so crunchy. How can you not like it?
You're overselling it, Matir.
You mean I'm
Look,
overselling
it's gonna
it?
keep you going, alright?
Just have to keep our energy up. Thank you, though, for putting it out. Can I look around and see, like, what... Is it possible to determine what kind of day it's gonna be? It's always grey in Barovia, but is it particularly, like, dark or bright, grana grey?
Give me a survival cunning.
I wasn't that far. I was
Ooh. I could do that. Oh, survival.
Did he die to a nade?
It's gonna be a 14 kind of day.
It seems that the clouds ahead above are
I'm
a little
further to
bit
the
darker
back.
than usual, but not much. So
No,
it's
no.
either going to be a slightly
No,
more
no,
like
no,
overcast
no.
day, or
It
it's
was
going to
back.
rain.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
entirely sure.
By the debris, I think.
I'm gonna be slightly more overcast than total overcast.
Yeah, right there.
Yes.
Dude, I think
Well,
that's
what
my
you
body.
discovered when you went
Everything
high
is
up
in trip, but you
with
just toss it right
the
on there.
birds
Just
is that
press,
it's actually not
drop.
really clouds that are in the way. It's
just
just layers upon layers of fog. And then it's a question
And
what
souls.
is... yes. And it's a question what is above that still. So it can still like
Got it.
get slightly dark gray or lighter kind of gray. As you said.
Okay. Let's get going.
Did you,
I think we'll be okay today.
Do you guys have
I'd like to get a little bit closer to the vineyard before nightfall. So,
Is it
pep pep.
Come on. Alright, you get going.
Who the fuck is that guy? I think that's a scab.
On the road again.
On the road again, indeed. So,
I don't know, evidence now, I'm thinking about it.
the travel today turns increasingly more muddy as you descend further into the landscape. Soon after you set off, the trees part almost altogether to reveal a mist-shrouded valley, and meadows and fields.
RUF.
There are no wildflowers around. Instead, all you can see is grass, ranging in color from green to brown to yellow. There are some thorny bushes at times, as well as small clusters of trees here and there. What becomes known to you after surveying this view for a while is the oppressive nature of the mists here. Normally you would see it levitate around tree trunks that on their own accord would limit your vision as well. But here you should be able to see far, to see the true scope of these open meadows and fields. Yet you can't.
It's onto the different one, Bexxy. You left us behind. We're on the road one. So.
Still on the road.
There you go.
Thank you. Here you're keenly reminded of how unsettling and isolating all of this really is, especially when, out of nowhere, the dark remains of small hamlets hugging the side of the road appear suddenly just meters ahead of you. There's nothing of interest surrounding the sagging edifice, however, just echoes of memories that has long been forgotten.
Is there any noises in this misty area? Is it like as dead as, well, the air, I suppose?
Yes. There's this slight kind of white noise of a light breeze that, rustles the grass. And of course it's the sound from your wagon and your horses. Otherwise it's eerily quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the wagon real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Just to check the path ahead, just like maybe 10 meters or so on the road to see if there's any sort of signs of other tracks recently. Like, has this road been traveled recently? Or any other sort of similar markings to that of what was seen last night?
Essie can help with that if you want to.
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell Essie.
All right.
That's what they want to do.
Do you want advantage or do you want to give her advantage?
No, I mean, this is Essie's bag and she can dig in the dirt. I'll give her guidance and advantage. Dig in the dirt, Essie. Find the thing. See if there's anything that we're looking for here.
More to it than just digging it. It's smelling, it's understanding, it's
Like,
being
if you want
in
the dirt, that's your call. I'm just looking for something, like whether or not there was other people here.
All right, if you want to be a lily white wimp, then that's your prerogative.
One has their ups and downs. So you just happen to be down right now. Get down there.
All right, let's get down to business.
To defeat.
The straw?
That's
Bushes? The trees?
With guidance too, obviously.
Oh, your guidance?
How did those miss?
I did guidance here, yes.
Okay, I will do it then. Oh, a 4.
Under that truck.
Nice.
Very nice. She looks up and down the road. She takes her time looking around. She notes the movement of some animals, deer,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's fucking weird.
critters. It seems to be. She sees signs of a lot of birds.
Sometimes I mean,
There's also been apparently a hog moving through the area. She sees old signs of this road being traversed by wagons, but it's been at least a week ago. The earth underneath the wagon wheels has been disturbed.
Wait, therapist ripped you off now?
She does not notice any
Wait,
tracks, humanoid tracks moving up and down the road.
God.
But
Okay.
she does note when she steps into the wild fields and a little bit further, like she takes like 20 minutes doing this, like very much, like looking around in a pretty big circle, that there has been animal-like disturbances of the grass in quite a few places. So either something is going on, or this area is very much rich in animals.
Thank you, Essie.
See what getting down into the dirt can teach you. Maybe you should try it sometime.
I think you should.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Yes, I'm totally going to do that sometime soon. Maybe tomorrow. Let's get going.
Essie is going to
Like
form
that time
a
you
mud
helped
ball.
us clean the barn.
Essie's gonna form a mud ball and she's gonna throw it at Nyx.
Yeah, you get
I will
from
dodge!
the,
I will dodge. I will try to dodge.
Okay.
Icelandic jeans.
Let's see.
My
She's gonna
my
add.
beautiful.
We don't have proficiency
fucking-
for mud balls, so we're just
I
gonna
already
do
know, everything
dexterity.
is
Mud balls.
racial.
And that's just a 6. You easily see it coming and like dodge out of the way.
Heck yeah.
My girlfriend's streaming in the background. I can't
Aw.
say anything too horrendous.
Thought I could teach
Like
you a lesson.
just before she gets in the cart.
Yeah.
After that, I'm gonna do like the whole start the cart so it moves before she can get in, and then stop the cart, and then wait for her, and then start the cart like a real dick.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's gonna give you the middle finger. She's gonna run to the cart and jump in. Gonna show her Athletics 3 skill. Alright, with some digging around, you get going again, I guess.
Yep.
Alright.
That's also in Tarkov, so that we can do that together.
2 hours passes of this same environment. And after that, your trail splits.
Oh yeah.
One branch seems to head west and seem to descend further into this one fertile valley.
It's always the strikes for me.
The other seems to be slowly climbing itself out of it as it heads further south. There is, though, a old and slightly faded, but still readable sign stuck into the mud beside this T section with the Wizard of the Wine Company logo on it, pointing towards the west. Which I assume that you turn towards. Yes.
Yeah.
You know where we're going, Bexxy. You're waiting for us to say
Really
like,
like-
okay, no.
No,
actually,
we're
let's
heading
turn
south.
around. Yeah, we're going somewhere else now. Sorry, fuck off.
Let's head to the castle. Say hi to Strahd real quick.
Actually, I have something I wanted to say to Asphodel. Let's go back.
Oh wait, I want to kill my sisters now.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I really want to go see Ismark right about now.
Yep, Barovia Village. I'm sure the gate's open by now.
Yeah.
We just walk out.
Let's go.
I mean, that's fine. That's okay. Just leave the vineyard to die. Alright, so you turn less than an hour close to lunch. There's a light drizzle of rain that begins to fall as you crest another gentle hill to reveal that here on this declining slope The wild fields has transformed into rows of organized grapevines,
It's so cheap. You give him
all
a cigarette,
horribly wilted and brown, bereft of berries. There is also an unpainted fence that resolutely follows the trail. You look around, curious. The fog takes on seemingly ghostly forms as it swirls between the once neatly tended rows of vines. And here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling the grape, lying discarded and abandoned among the alleys that the vines create. Despite the widespread rot around, you are impressed by the scope of what you see. That used to provide wine for this whole valley for centuries, and you wonder to yourself how the winemakers could achieve such a miracle for all this time.
You need toothpaste?
I guess we're looking out for anything that moves, right? I mean, we're kind of in the lands of the vineyard now, and what a
We're
shame
looking
that
for evil trees. What are we looking for?
this is
Moving plant life that can't be explained by wind, I guess.
signs of movement, signs of anything. I mean, it's still kind of misty. Hamatia, can you do something about the mist? After all, you're all about the wind.
Listen, just because I know wind freaks doesn't mean I can clear the weather. I mean, let me try something. Yeah, she's going to shut a wind. She's going to send a wind blast in a general direction up.
Okay. Well, it certainly moves a little bit of the fog, but it's kind of seems mostly unaffected by it.
Let me see if I don't think much of it.
Just blow really hard.
I can, but like I can blow.
Nix, do not
really
say that to her.
hard,
She's
but I can
practically a child in that
I
regard.
can blow really hard and really long, but it's not really too long, you know. It's for
I'm very concerned.
No, even with all the
Marty, are you okay?
I don't think I have anything for this weather. I'm sorry. I'm still learning how to blow, I guess.
because I don't have any better options.
It takes time and practice.
Indeed.
Yes, right now I'm unfortunately, well, they took the wind out of my sails.
Yeah, we will have to have a girl talk later on about certain terms.
What do you mean?
Wine will be required for this conversation, but we shall have it.
Okay. Tipping me out a little bit is rather. Did I say something wrong?
Wrong?
No, you didn't say anything wrong.
No, not anything wrong. I mean, it's not wrong. I think people take things like that a little bit too much serious, but anyway.
Everything takes practice, right? She just looks over to Nick.
There's more practice in it than you think there is.
Alright then, let's move on. This is. Stop staring at me, please. Thank you.
Leah,
You can see like everybody in the wagon are like keeping themselves from laughing and looking at you.
Amardia, I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. What's going on?
no.
Girl talk with wine later. Promise.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is something for, you know, like a nice conversation with some wine in the evening, I think.
Yes, but now we're cutting down trees, so keep an eye out.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Of course, you had to choose elves.
Okay, we keep on going until we can see something more than just a road and mist and vineyards.
Yep. You keep an eye out.
I'd hit the space
But
button
despite
really
that,
well, but
there's only a creaking sound for a second as an early warning. Then the whole wagon lurches to an abrupt stop, almost sending Nyx from the seat, and you guys almost topple over in the back. As the horses squeal in panic, you look around to see what is going on. Vines bursting from the earth, brown and sinewy. They have snaked their way around the wheels and over your horses, binding them into place. Next, nature itself around you seemed to rise up, bark and wood creaking in the most unpleasant way as you look upon thin walking branches and compact, scrubby and thorny hedgehog bushes slowly make their way towards you in this grey and muddy gloom. Let's roll initiative.
That's my carriage!
No, my carriage! Oh,
Not
no.
the carriage. Please.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
dude, honestly,
Oh, wait, I'm on Firefox. Right.
I do have my initiative here
they'll send
somewhere.
you fucking feet pics if you get you to
You
subscribe.
totally did it.
Nyx, are you okay?
It will be mine.
I reacted to my card!
Natural one!
At least she found it funny. She
Whoa.
seen my fucking feet. That's why it's funny.
I'd love to come back to a natural one. That's amazing. Oh my god, Nyx as well.
12 plus
Yep.
years of martial
Oh,
arts.
Jesus.
Double that one.
Shit. They are crunched up at like.
Oh, that can only be a good omen. Right, we're getting the battles out.
True. Plus, you know, Illyria's the one that's just gonna burn everything to the ground anyway.
Yeah.
Same with Ezzy, the perfect ones to go first.
Before it lays eggs, yeah.
We are Captain Cleanup Crew.
I guess. Oh,
Meow
jeez.
meow.
They definitely have the element surprise.
Oh, notes. They don't at all look familiar to me. As a player.
No. Here you get a cool. Yeah, just that, like that. Yeah.
No, it's
Poopy.
Indeed. And
no.
then the
it's
squat
please.
ones. Okay. So the your horses and the whole wagon is currently restrained by these vines that has grown instantaneously from the ground. And approaching from both sides are these strange creatures of branch and bark. Illyria, you were the first one to react. Thankfully, nobody's sitting on your side of the wagon, so you have a clear view of jump out and not have to, like, difficult terrain move past somebody.
Why is it so radius? Oh,
But you don't have too much vision from where you are, right?
yeah.
So, kind of need to jump out to be able to interact with the thing.
Where do I jump out? Like,
There is a small, like, window where Nyx is, which would require a acrobatics, like athletics with dexterity to get out of. But, you know, otherwise it's in the back. It's just super easy to jump out in the back.
yeah, okay, then Illyria is going to jump out.
Your thing is right here.
Uh,
No, actually, right.
just move over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess hope that plants. I don't. Do you reckon plants get stronger in sunlight?
I mean,
What is it?
can you cast sunlight? Oh, you mean with your sunblade? No. I don't think they'll react to that in a bad way.
We don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, yeah, I would like to cast lightsaber.
That's lightsaber.
Okay,
Oh.
you bring out the blade.
I can never
You say the
lightsaber.
sacred
Yeah, she
words.
brings out the blade. She says
By the
the
power of
word,
Grayskull.
and
I have a power!
she just wait.
And you
for-
drop your brown cloak. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, on the ground.
and she just kind of like waits.
Takes
for
a
now.
takes a sword into the horse stand beside your, beside your face and a two-handed grip. Okay, perfect. You look very menacing. Okay. The surprise attacker's turn.
What are we going to do?
Okay. This thing here is gonna move forward a little bit next towards you. And then kind of leaning down towards the ground with this four legs closer to the ground, just showcasing this whole back to you that is full of needle-like branches. Suddenly there's this kind of exertion that is being made, and they come bursting out in a rain of needles towards you.
No, not the needles.
Not the needles.
We're all to get needles.
As a 21 to hit. I assume that hits. Yes. Okay. You take 9 points.
Yeah, me too, Bexxy.
Am I mute?
Yeah, we
If you're
can't.
saying something.
Oh! I was like, why is nobody reacting to what I'm saying?
We
Does
couldn't
a-
hear you.
Does a 21 hit?
Oh god. Yeah, 21 hits.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
The needles impact the side of your left arm, dealing 9 piercing damage and 1 point of necrotic.
Ooh.
As the needle itself seems to suck up your blood, and then there's this black tether that suddenly attaches to the creature itself, who seems to creak and swell. The bark itself seems to become more juicy. There's a slight red tint to it as it slightly grows in size.
Does it look like, as I look down at it, does it look like it's like embedded in me still, like like it's there sucking life out of me, or is it just like it's already
It was
done?
sudden, and then the tether broke.
Okay, so it's like a
Yeah, and it's a thing. A good question though. Okay. The same thing happens to Illyria. Another rain of needles. 21 to hit there also.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god. Oof. What am I rolling right now? You take 10 points of piercing damage and 6 points of necrotic as the same thing happens. It goes down towards the ground and then exerts itself. The pins shoot out, pepper your upper shoulder, and this quick tether where it just seems to suck your blood out. And this vitality gets sucked out of you and into the creature as it swells and gets more beefy. Then we have the other boys. Are they all in? Yeah.
Well, there's a dead body right there in the middle.
Oh shit, there is?
It's not quick enough to get to Nyx, but it's there and about to get to you.
We can turn that way, yeah.
jeez. Okay, Amelia, you just get swarmed by these thin walking branches.
I think you've gone too far.
13, a critical 20,
Come here.
an 18, and a 24. Oh my god.
One misses.
I've been rolling really well, guys.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Actually, wait.
What?
Never mind, it's too late now.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, wait, can I parry one of those?
yeah, if you want to.
I haven't played in so long.
Yeah. That's a mood.
I would like to try and parry the 18.
The 18? Okay.
Yeah.
Then roll a counterattack with your bonus.
I think that's correct.
26, yes! Okay, so we have the critical.
And I can also make an attack of opportunity.
That you can. Which one do you want to target?
Well, the one I just parried is she kind of like, like somehow parries it with her lightsaber. And kind of takes the opportunity to try to take a swipe at it.
Okay.
Which, right? I get a +2 to hit, right?
Yeah, with that sword.
No, it says in the parry, the repose
Yeah,
ability.
yeah. The repose ability gets +2 to hit, I think.
An additional +2.
Yeah.
17?
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay.
Deal some damage.
I think that's 1d8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 7 plus 9, if I'm correct.
Are you? Who this is kind of like that right now.
Yeah,
Never seen our characters before.
It's like, who's this character? Yeah, that is correct. That's 14 damage.
14
radiant, I
points
think.
of damage. Radiant. Yeah, that's... No worries. It strikes through and destroys one of its limbs. You just cut off basically one of his arms, and it looks to it and gives this very high-pitched screech as the bark creaks. It is definitely hurt, but it's still standing. The other two claws that has rendered through your clothing and armor, the wood seems to stay in your wounds for a second before they withdraw, sucking blood into themselves, drawing out your vitality, and two of them go slightly bigger than they did before. You took, with the critical hit, you took 16 points of piercing damage and 12 points of necrotic.
I'm not looking so good, guys.
And the other successful attack was 4 points of piercing and 8 points... 8 points of piercing and 4 points of necrotic. 12 in total. Alright, that's their turn. Soul. Sergeant Soul. What will Soul do?
Okay. So we'll rub his little hits together and will charge into the aid of Illyria. And currently he will circle around the area using his bonus action to light up his little bulb.
Mm-hmm.
And he's practically preparing a flash whenever one of them hits. So
Alright. Just waiting for it. Alright.
yeah. He's like,
Essie goes flying almost out of the wagon. She is so ready for action. She has not acted before them in the turn order, but her ghastly executioner feat still activates. She rushes past, jumps down, brings out her hand axe and her sword, and then she goes to town.
yeah.
She makes 4 attacks.
Stab, 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 stab.
Yes. 2 for the one to the top and 2 for the one on the bottom. Oh, okay. 24 critical. One
Chop,
miss.
chop, chop him down.
I
Chop,
think.
chop, chop him down.
Yeah, this one. All right, the 2 from the lowest one misses, but the top one that connects, and she deals a fuck ton of damage. I'm quite sure.
Fuck ton, you say?
Yes.
Is that more than a shitload or less?
I think it's like half a PC's pound. I don't know.
Okay, that was not the best roll ever,
So bad.
but it's still 17 points of damage, and this the twig just above her is looking ready to fall over. There's almost nothing left that is keeping it up, and another high-pitched scream can be heard. All right. Then we go for Nyx.
Okay, I'm going to like do a backwards like roll through the hole behind me.
Okay, make me an athletics check with dexterity.
Okay. Where's my freaking dexterity? What? Sorry.
Dexterity
Athletics?
with
Okay, sure.
athletics with dexterity.
20.
Ooh, yeah, no problem. You roll and it's suave. Suave.
Bams.
Suave.
Swap.
Who knows?
Suave.
And as I like sort of land on one knee and say, "There's 2 on this side," and I look to see, oh, there's lots there. Get into position. We can handle this. We're built for this. And I'll do my protective pump to give everyone 10 temporary hit points, and we can move half their movement speed with not proccing, opportunity attacks if you want, but add the 10 on to that as a temporary hit point for my inspiration dice goes down 1.
Yeah.
And as I do that, I will look to see these 4 here, and I will
12 on a 12 to hit.
what?
The opportunity? Attack of opportunity, did you say? Oh no,
No,
you
no.
could just stand over there. Okay, don't worry about it.
What?
What are you talking about?
Well, I thought you said you can do opportunity if you want to.
No. Like everyone can move.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes.
Yes.
I
So
got
you can move half your
distracted by
speed now, guys.
the
If you want to
memes
move,
chat.
move. If you don't want to move, fine. But you will have 10 separate hit points.
Cool.
And as he like sort of says this, he will take a soul mark out of his a soul out of a soul mark, and as it comes out in glowing kind of gold and sparkles, the bowl the soul splits into 2, and he shoots Guiding bolt 1 to the top next to Ezzy, and guiding bolt 1 here. So 2 guiding bolts. Pew pew!
Yay!
Guiding bolt number 1.
Do it.
Here we go. Pew! 21 to hit.
21 to hit with 19 points of damage.
Yeah.
This twig here is just roasted from within. Like there's this kind of crackling, almost like how a lightning hits a tree, and this burn, it bursts into flame from within and just falls down on the ground with this horrible screeches. All right.
The second one I don't have to do a soul check, so if it fails, it doesn't matter. Because here you go. Pew! 10.
10. That does not hit. It actually bounces off the bark that has turned slightly more iron-like for this one, who has is more swole than the rest.
More swole.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like slight like red tint from underneath the bark from where it sucked vitality from Illyria.
Gotcha. That's the turn.
Okay. All right, Murdia.
Yes. Hamate is going to shout, oh, these are very evil trees, oh no! And, she will calm her shit and send out the Python of Binding as a butterfly spirit. That will be over here.
Okay.
So this has an aura of some meters.
It's a lot of meters.
4
In all the
meters?
meters. Yeah, 4 meters, that one.
I think.
Yeah.
4 meter radius.
And then she'll drop down from over here, or just be over here.
Mhm.
And she is going to shout, "Get away from my friends!" And she will just clap her hands together, and the shockwave will drive them as she casts Thunderwave at 2nd level.
Oh.
On this
Wait a minute. What?
Thunderwave is like a circle, is like a square in front of you,
Right.
isn't it?
It's a square, but you can angle it probably at this range.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
You can
mean,
do the whole.
Each creature in a 3-meter cube originated from you.
like this.
Plus. Like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the radius?
It's a 3-meter cube.
I suppose.
She can just like drop down and then it will be a non-issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do that, that would be perfect, because I'm also concerned about the wagon.
Yeah, so he's just going to like drop down and do the clap and
Okay. Alright,
And yeah,
so they
and
need
you
to
hear-
do mortality saving throw.
Blam.
and the thing is that there's like a little clap and only like it just bursts out of her hand and like both of her hands are like is yanked almost to the point of breaking, like she's yanking backwards.
That's
Okay.
a 13 and an 8, and I think that's a fail against your
Yeah,
spell
that's-
DV.
Yeah, that's both. These are both failures. Ha! Failures. So
So you take
yeah.
3d8, 3d8, roll that, and
At the 2nd level.
yeah.
Fun with 3D.
Yeah. So
and I did,
normally it's 2d8, so 3d8.
Yeah. Vibe check is fine.
Vibe check is indeed fine. Your vibing is good.
They all take 13 points of boom damage.
Ooh. The one that is swole gets definitely hurt. There's like cracks in that iron-like bark now. The other one just splinters into pieces and just turns into useless pieces of wood on the ground. Alright. Then back, top of the round, Lyra, what do you want to do?
Illyria is going to try to hit this one twice.
Okay.
No, right there.
And remove the orange box.
You can open it.
How much you? You can remove the orange box.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, how do you do that? Oh shit.
I can do it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. You
So
put it in
that's
the fucking-
16. Was
Six.
flanking like a +2?
+2, indeed.
Yeah, so 18 on both.
Yeah, so that's.
Yeah, that hits. You notice that the bark is a little bit tougher to cut through, but thankfully with Esmeralda there to distract the creature, you get enough force to cut through that bark.
Alright.
How many minutes do you want?
So that's 26 radiant damage.
Oh,
Jesus!
oh my goodness!
Hacking and whacking and hacking.
Another one was like playing late white.
Jesus!
Indeed.
I was like 35 at level 35 when like short line points every raid because it was
Okay. Yeah. It is basically just a thread left of this creature. There's just like a tiny bit that keeps up its torso, that's like keeps the two parts together, and nothing else. It is almost toppling over from its own weight.
Alright.
There's so little left of this creature. Anything else?
No, that's my turn. Because I didn't do Martial Arcanist.
Alright. At the edges of the field, there's the sound of moving grapevines and the creak of bark. There seems to be more coming from each side, drawn here by something. Okay, this creature just above you, Illyria, is definitely looking to retaliate. It's trying to swing with you with its claw for 9 to hit. Certainly doesn't hit.
Yeah, that barely misses. I'm sorry.
Esmeralda gets rained upon with another rain of needles for 23 to hit. But that goes through. Let's see if it actually deals some damage. Or if it's just the HP shield.
let's just go back to
Oof. Yeah, the HP shield disappears and some vitality is sucked out of her. And this bushy boy over here gets a little bit more swollen and has a red tint underneath its bark. We have this one that is gonna rush back into the fray towards Armardia.
Wait, before that happens, Saul has a little surprise for him.
Ooh, you're gonna blind?
He's gonna flash!
A flash gonna flash.
Expose himself.
Oh god.
It's Soul of Age.
I think Saul's actual age is murder, so I don't think it matters.
Murder is not an age.
It is to solve.
I imagine Soul filling out like some sort of application form, but fills in like every like, field with murder.
Murder, yeah.
Like
Name murder.
Murder.
Sex murder.
Murder. Pronouns kill.
murder. Residence murder.
Murderville.
It screeches and it suddenly kind of gets confused as the lights hit. Doesn't really have eyes, but it still gets confused, and would swipe you for a 15 to hit still.
15 does hit.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh wait, I never mind. Too late.
What? Shield.
No, I have a reaction in case something tries to hit me.
Oh, your visage, but
My
that's
second-
still
second
disadvantage,
face.
and it's already at disadvantage. So it
Alright, you
wouldn't
take
make any-
9 points of piercing damage and 3
No, I
points
can
of...
be. You're muted again, Bexxy. FFS.
I pressed the wrong button! Okay, so you take 9 points of piercing damage and 3 points of necrotic as it goes... As it sucks into more of your vitality, grows even more swollen. Some of the damage seems to like heal itself. More of that red tint underneath the bark returns to steam, more iron-like, and it turns vicious, like these small thorns are growing on its claws. using your blood against you. This boy over here is very confused of where Nyx went. Doesn't really know what to do. It looks around, hears battle over here, and is about to join in, but isn't close enough to do so.
Combat rolls to save the day.
Yeah, that's taking page from Lorna, I see.
But I did mine backwards.
Good for you, man.
Let's roll a 1d2 if it hits Illyria or Hamartia. 1 for Hamartia and 2 for Illyria. 2 for Illyria. Another needle rain comes from above. It's about to impact your shoulders for 24 to hit. Oh my god. Why do I roll so good against
that
you?
Hits. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Parry!
I can't parry a ranged
I
attack.
can't parry a ranged attack.
Parry it anyway!
You take 11 points of piercing and 1 point of necrotic. As this one over here as well grows a little bit bigger. Okay, Soul.
It's Soul's time! I wanna murder someone! Give me one. Oh shit. Soul is gonna...
No, it's just fucking. I love
just
fucking with them.
get into where Hamartia is. Like over here-ish. Like he's going to go. He's gonna fly over them so he doesn't like take it and
Okay.
fly over here. And he's just going to whisper in Hamartia's ear. Hey, so what you hurt melee? I will guide you! And he's giving Hamartia advice for melee attacks. So she
This is how you
using the
hurt
help
them.
action. Let's go!
Alright, perfect. Okay. Then we go to Essie. S is going to say fuck it and step out of the way a little bit. Take an opportunity attack. A 9, which she dodges out of the way and she says, alright, you fuckers, let's see how you can handle fire! And she is gonna cast fire.
They're both a firewall.
She doesn't have wall, she has scorching ray.
Which firewall?
Oh.
You said she had firewall last
No,
night.
she said she had a line of fire.
Wait,
I was expecting a firewall, so now I'm
Yeah,
disappointed.
same.
like against viruses? What sort of firewall?
I mean, she's still hot, but that's not the point.
We need cybersecurity up in this bitch.
I know, scorching ray is the one with 3
Yeah,
rays.
all these-
There's
Yeah,
another one
I
that's
know,
called the Scorcher that is okay.
Yeah,
That
the
was
That's
another-
Scorcher is
agonism.
the...
Yeah.
Scorcher.
No, she's gonna do.
I always wanted to use that,
Scorching
but I
ray.
never have.
She's gonna do scorching.
It's kind
ray.
of like a fiery electricity
Yeah.
thing.
She's gonna do one attack against the one that Illyria hurt badly, and then two of them at Needle Boy just above. Okay. 24, a critical, and a 9.
Whoa, let's go, Izzy! Fry them bitches! Crispy critters.
Okay, let me tell you because this is pretty funny.
What is your butterfly be doing? Cookie?
What?
What is your butterfly doing at this time? Like, what is it?
He's healing more.
Ah, okay, so when you cast healing spells, everyone else can get healed.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What is
He's
this?
doing the resonating healing shit.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. So, the first scorching ray bolt just grazes this one here, but it's enough for it to catch fire and fall to the ground and die because it was already so weak. The one at the top, she should have dealt not as much damage as she did, but it easily catches on fire for 33 points of fire damage, and it's immediately incinerated.
Nice.
Okay. Also need to do a quick spell check for DV14. Oh, she loses a soul. That's unfortunate. Okay. Then we go for Nyx.
Yeah. I guess. How's Illyria looking?
Not that great.
She needs more Nyx, good, happy words from Nyx.
Probably. She's
okay.
looking rough.
I will call out and say, the tide's turning. We can do this. And once more, do a protective pump for movement and 10 temporary hit points. Anyone can hear him. And just do the same sort of thing. So he'll do, again, a twinned one here for the first one. This one's quite injured, I think, right?
Yes.
So he will do a guiding bolt at that one, and then the next one, presumably, if the first one hits. So the first one hits, and then if it misses, he will do it again at that one next to Hamatia. Yep.
That is fine.
Cool. So I will mark that off. Here's guiding bolt. Pew! 25 to hit.
Ooh!
Nice.
Indeed. That does hit. But is not enough to fell the creature before you.
Then the second one will hit him, and I would use the advantage of that guiding bolt for this guiding bolt.
Guiding boltception.
Yes, indeed. Guiding bolt.
Oh my god.
17 to hit.
Yes, that does hit for another 10 damage. And finally, like the other one, there's this fire that erupts from within and it falls down screeching in pain.
I'll move up to Hamatia's and just poke my face out. That's it.
Alright, and you see the creatures coming in from the sides. Okay, Hamartia, your turn.
And you can move if you want to, guys.
Yeah.
Your half your movement.
I see you moved in a little bit further.
Do I spite us off or something? No. She's going to look at this guy and be like, okay, you're going down, and she is going to wind blast him, and Sol is helping her.
Oh yeah. Get
So
advantage from the attack.
Oh, is it only the first one or both of them? Because
Is it the help action?
Yeah.
Help action Sol has to be within 1 meter of it.
Oh shit! So it
Yeah.
can't be with.
It can't be 1 meter of you, it's 1 meter of the thing that you're about to hit.
Okay. So never mind. So it's just regular wind blasts. First one is something.
A pew!
I think it doesn't want to work.
That's true.
Just slow.
Oh,
18 points of damage! There's this part of his shoulder is just gone. There's just this round crater impact, and his kind of arms just holding on with one single sinewy branch that is left, and he can't use one of his arms because of it. Like, huge part of his upper torso is just gone. But as it topples over a little bit at the impact of it, the other blast goes wide.
I didn't really expect that. Okay. Second thing, bonus action. How bad does Amelia look like?
Pretty bad, so.
Yeah, she's like
She's looking rough.
definitely under half. She's like,
Okay.
Roughed up, for sure.
but she's above a quarter of her health, so she'll probably be fine.
Hamartia is going to send a healing whisper in the wind and just say the word, "You're fine," to Illyria, and you get a healing word.
Alright.
First level healing word. So, as let me do my vibe check.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh wait, no, I mean a soul check. 18, yes. Okay.
Alright. You're fine.
Yeah,
How much?
I'm fine. You get 1d4 plus.
Your
1d4.
spell ability modifier.
Yeah. So 1d4 plus 3. Plus 4. 1d4 plus 4. You get. Wait, what?
That's a fail.
Try
You
again.
get 8 points of healing damage.
Woo!
But wait.
But wait.
As Hamartia whispers in the wind, the butterfly will whisper whatever Hamartia says and it will resonate everywhere, and everyone else gets 7 more healing points of damage.
Ooh. Fancy
Yeah, matches
schmancy.
your level.
Yeah. So you get 15 points of healing damage, Illyria.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Have fun.
damn.
I'm insuring the mustache.
Oh,
Just if I
really,
if I die,
really
like,
good turn. Yeah, I know. Hamer's always hilarious in the chat.
And Hamartia will will stay where she is.
Okay. Alright. Illyria. Back to you. Top of the round.
Oh, dude, it was way harder before.
Okay, seeing that there's more of those guys coming, they're just gonna move up a little over here, and as as a bonus action, gonna give herself a +2 to her AB.
Okay. Martial sprint.
And yes, as an action, she's gonna try something that she's never tried before.
It says right there. It says right there.
Which might go horribly wrong or not, we will see.
It says 4 out of 4.
Well, we wait with bated breath. Do it. Whatever it is.
I'm nervous. You kind of like see almost like these kind of like on like her left hand, you kind of see this like shadowy, almost like claw with those like kind of like red, like almost like claws, like fading into black as she tries to ram that into this tree. And I'm gonna cast Uncanny Touch.
I thought you did.
Fighting fire with fire.
Yeah.
Take
Not
back some-
only you guys can do that.
Yeah, let me drink some vitality from you now, bitch. Okay,
Yeah.
do it.
How the turntables.
22 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, for sure.
So it takes 11 damage and I heal half.
Well, as his shadowy claws, he said, grasps onto the creature, kind of at its torso. You just grabs onto it, and slowly all vitality, all moisture of it is being drained into your hand, and it struggles and it wiggles and is trying to get away, but you won't let it. And what is left is this dry husk that is so brittle it turns into ash before you.
I don't know if that counts as a contour.
That's my turn.
There's something inherently satisfying
True.
that just happened to you.
Yeah, I mean,
That felt good.
Lyria just kind of looks at her hand because it kind of like stays, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's part of you that says that feels right. Anyway, okay. This immediately is going to be a retaliation from Needle Guy, which will target Lyria for 15 to hit.
That misses.
All right. And he gets a little bit scared and it walks away. Okay. The rest are gonna get into into range. They are too far away to maybe not this one. No, this one is able to attack Essie from far. The needles. Yeah, that does impact Nessie, but Essie, but she does have the protective layer of the pump.
That's not terrible. Well, we're gonna have to double that.
So it deals. Oh shit, that was not 11d6, Becky. That's a little bit too much. Ooh, 15 points of damage. So that does impact past the shield. And we get another needle boy that swells a little bit in size. The other ones are just going to move in. Okay.
Oh, wait, shut up.
Alright, so. Are you back, Cookie?
Yeah. So it's gonna. You might as well stay in the pocket for now.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna move in here, but it's in your pocket, just out of the way. Okay. Essie.
That's not I'm stuck right now.
Seeing how well Fire did, a little bit concerned about her souls though. She is going to... Anyway, I started blasting.
Anyway, I started blasting. Got it.
I think she's gonna go for the needle
I'm going
one
left.
just underneath her.
Maybe. I'm coming behind you.
That
I'm here.
just misses. Oh no! Alright.
Yeah,
Could
it
you
was.
do anything with the bonus action?
I said I was under the train.
No, unless she's in combat. Alright, next. Melee, I mean.
What to do, what to do, what to do. They're all coming in from the sides. Don't like being surrounded. I think what Nix will do will, as he looks at things coming out, he needs to like focus on both sides. He will cast another spell as he pulls out a second level soul from his soul mark and point it towards. Hold on, what's the actual range of this? Wiki, don't help me now. Oh, do help me now.
I really wish I would have actually got real
I haven't used this for a while. 12 meter range. Okay, cool.
I know the feel.
I know, right? It's like. But this one here, he will cast right next to it. Spiritual weapon!
Yeah!
Oh.
Spiritual weapon! Go! Let's fucking go! Let's go!
It was that shield, right?
Yeah, I have it here.
Yeah.
You have a shield as well as a spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon is a shield.
Oh, it's really cool. Oh, it's so edgy. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Wait, have you ever used it with a Mario around?
No, I don't think so.
No, it was early days, yeah.
Yeah.
It was early, yeah. So spiritual weapon for the soul check is fine.
Yeah.
And it will try to hit for 13, probably missing.
Yes, it does hit, actually.
Bong.
It hits it on his head, and there's part of the bark that goes flying. It's like missing half of his face. Alright.
Whack-a-mole it. And for my action, because that's a bonus action, but I'm concentrating, I will use a cantrip. I can't select myself. Concentrating. There you go.
You can't suck yourself.
I can't
What?
click myself. I will look towards. One hasn't been damaged yet. Did one get damaged yet?
Yeah, the one you just did.
Oh, the failed to hit. Okay, and I will say like, well,
I jumped over.
that sucks. Take this instead, and I will cast Sacred Flame on it.
Alright.
Which is not flame.
It's fake flame. It's deck save.
Alright.
To be fair, Laria has been ignoring the flame thing for better part of this because I
7.
think she's still better at stabbing stuff.
That misses. Another 11 points of damage. Now parts of his body has started like taking flame. It's not enough that it erupts in it, but it's definitely looking rough. Okay.
Finished.
Hamardia, back to you.
Hamakia looks northwards and says, "Hey, do you remember when we spoke about bugs eating trees?" And she'll put both of her hands in the ground. And Bexxy, you don't have to let me do this, but if she can use, instead of a swarm of beetles, a swarm of termites.
I mean, we can say, beetles, termites, kind of the same thing. It's okay.
So
As
she
a
is
flavor.
So she's going to put both of her hands on the ground and say, "Army of filth, come to me!" And she's going to spawn 1, 2, 3, 4 creepy crawlies.
Attack!
There we go.
Over here, wait, it's can I place it wherever I want in the 9-foot radius?
Within the radius, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to spawn like them, so they're like a beetle phalanx. So check. Nice, I'm fine. Okay, and they are going to roll the creepy crawly initiative.
Yes.
Okay, let me check. They have a dexterity of +1. Okay, so that's not. So they have +1. They have 18 on the initiative.
Okay.
Nice.
So we have 48 points. Beetles.
Bugs.
Bigs.
Bugging out. First we need a firewall, now we have...
Yeah, the swarms each have
And
40
then so many
HP.
bugs. Yeah. So many bugs, man.
Where's our version control?
What is their AV?
AC is more. Wait, what?
Which is their name? What is their AV?
AV. Yeah. It's something.
12.
One moment. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, things tend to have an AV.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it would be very sad.
Real sound like you're right on top of me.
Okay, perfect. They're set up. Okay. Super cool. And you did your soul check? Yes, you did, and it was okay.
Oh,
Anything you want to do as
baby.
bonus action?
Bonus action. Hide in the cart.
Yeah. All right, Illyria. You hear some strange sound of small bugs erupting from the earth around behind you, but you know that there is more danger up ahead. What you do?
Illyria is going to move on up here.
All right.
Is going to try and hit it twice, I guess.
Okay. With your vampire claw or with the sword?
Oh,
With your claw.
it's like I don't know how you would rule it because it's obviously a spell. I can use it as an action again, but
No, I
that
just
would-
find you just have like grasping the sword with that clawed hand. But it's up to you if you attack with the sword or with the
okay.
claw.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking stuff over them now.
Yes, both of them hit. So let's deal some damage. As you slice
deal
and
some
dice
damage.
this tree, almost like you're chopping down a log, you know?
2d8 plus 9, 18. 32.
Holy shit.
Shop. There goes the legs. Is down on their knees for you, and then another shop, and there goes his head, and then it just crumbles down on the ground.
Did Illyria just turn into like a murder machine?
Lumberjack.
I picture always was a murder machine.
Okay.
Very cool. All right. They're definitely scared of you, these two here, so they're gonna rain you with some needles.
Movement on tank.
Oh, that's a critical one for the first one,
Shooting back there. Is that
and then a 20 to hit for the other one. You wanna riposte? And now you can't riposte, it's a
I
ranged attack.
can't. What I can do, however, is cast shield.
Oh! You
You can
may.
shield too.
Which she has done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But since your claw is right now active, it takes on this, instead of this clear blue, like that arcane blue color, it is instead a cloud of black smoke with red lightning in it.
That's cool.
Oh, geez.
Illyria is a little bit like surprised by that, but tries to not show it.
it was the same thing with you. I was like, hey, you said to the right. And you
Oh.
were to the right of me.
Yeah, you're so in control right now.
Yeah.
And then this creature,
Illyria definitely doesn't have a good track record with souls, so you know.
Hey, what did Soul do to you?
In the summon, so that's fine.
I mean, soul did nothing to me. I just keep losing souls.
So don't lose my soul, okay?
yeah, and a 7 to hit for this one. It just runs in with a mad dash, does this big telegraphed attack, and you just step out of the way. You feel in control of this battlefield. This creature here that has been hurt by the weapon is actually gonna reach out with one of his arms. It doesn't have that big of a range, but it does its best, and is going to swipe the weapon,
Okay.
and nothing happens. But that's
Because he's
yeah.
Yeah,
because
because
he's,
it has no
he's
idea
dumb.
what it is.
it's dumb. It's dumb. It's very much
intelligence
dumb.
low. It's like a cat with a laser pointer.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have all of the one in the top who immediately sees termites and go, no, please.
Okay.
No, my nemesis. You said we were having a truce.
We're doing it.
All right.
The termites
so
uprising.
from the left to right,
Yeah.
7 to hit, 20 to hit, 8 to hit,
Hit.
and 17 to
Misses.
hit.
Wait, I don't. Wait, let me double check.
It's
But
AV is
seven-
12.
AV 12.
Yeah, so it's fine. So only one hit to two hits.
Two hits, the second and fourth.
Middle, yeah.
I'm glad
Te-
I'm in build.
Team Even is not doing well.
Alright, so the first one deals 13 points of damage in total, and the other one also deals 13 points of damage in total. And both of them munches on some beetles, and they think it's very, very tasty.
How many is the
Yeah,
second one?
yeah, I see that.
13 damage to both of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
And they both get satiated. There's grow larger from the feast of insects. But that's all for me.
That's gross.
Now it's the beetles.
Now it's the beetles. Yeah, it's the beetles. There are 4 beetles. This one is named John. This one.
That's swarms. There's many.
What? Well, I mean, you have like. No, but you have 4 swarms, and one is named John, and the other is like.
Swarms named John.
Yeah, John Lennon.
The other one is
my god.
Oko.
No.
Me! Oh my god, I hate that. I don't like creepy crawlies.
Okay, the beetles from left to right. First beetle.
They have 0 range, so they crawl onto the creatures, like into
Yeah.
their space, and eats them from below.
Yeah. So first beetle is 13 to hit. Second beetle 16 to hit. Third beetle 10 to hit, and fourth beetle 13 to hit.
That's 2 hits and 2 misses.
All right. So who hits? The 16 and the.
The 13 and the 16 in the beginning.
So 3 hits and 1 miss.
Do you want to go the other
No,
way?
they
Wait,
have
what?
different. They have different AV. This one has gotten.
Okay.
This one has gotten swole.
Yeah. Okay, so first hit is 10 points of beetle damage. Second hit is 10 points of beetle damage. Beetle.
We only got one extra.
Okay, for sure. The they start to like eat the, so they get like smaller and like shorter. That's just their bark is disappearing from below. All right. What about Soul?
Soul is going to jump out of my pocket, scream literally bloody murder, and will charge and use the help action on Illyria to guide her. Not only on this guy, it was going to try and distract him, be like an annoying. Like how there is like a flickering light and it's really annoying and trying to distract you.
Yeah, or
No,
like
it's gonna do that.
like a bee behind your ear kind of deal.
Yeah, like zing, and the bee like flashes you. With
Yeah.
light, not with a dick.
Okay, Essie
Okay.
is going to say, "Oh, come, hit, Essie, hit!" And she's gonna cast another fireball targeting. Once again, the one who thinks that the spirited weapon is something that you can attack. 12 to hit, just hits. So that will be yes. 19 points of fire damage.
Nice.
It just crumbles onto the ground as it burns quickly away. And she brings up her knuckle and kind of blows smoke off of it. And seems to think that she's super cool. Okay, next.
Yeah, I poke my head out and I say, and I look to Ezzy with like, the Obama, like, not bad. And as a bonus action, I will maneuver my spiritual weapon to here next to Illyria and do a heckin' bonk on the thing with bonk attack. Go! 11 to hit. Aw.
Oh, that does not hit. It's not strong enough. The bark just reflects that attack. Shady. All right. Main action.
Main action, I think. I think we also got there. I think for the time being, I'm just going to poke my head out here, look down to see what I got. God damn it! I should have poked my head out earlier. Otherwise, I can't see it. And I'll just sacred flame this guy down here.
Okay.
It's like chopping him down. Dex save before heading back inside.
That's an 18.
He saved.
So no damage for Sacred Flame.
That sucked. Terrible turn.
It's okay. It happens. It happens to everybody. Mardia, your turn.
Yeah, Hamatia is gonna do a thing. She's gonna step outside. Out of all these things, who looks the most hurt?
Right now it seems to be one of the ones who were attacked by beetles up here that has turned 10 centimeters shorter.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, okay, let's go. And she's gonna cast 2 wind blasts at him.
Okay. One
Last
straight ahead?
one is 15 to hit.
Are you attacking this one or that one?
The one that looks the weakest. I don't see what you're marking.
Oh shit! Oh god! Why does it do this to me?
Probably the ranged one though. Before you.
Okay, the range one. Okay.
More
Yeah,
dangerous.
then that's it.
Yay! So that's 7 points
of
off.
damage,
Bl-
force damage.
And second strike is a 13 to hit.
That also hits.
Nice. So 5 points of blasting damage.
Alright, 2 more holes appears in his chest. A little bit smaller, you know, it's not as strong as the one you did before,
Yeah.
but it's definitely impactful. There's not much left of the needle boy.
And bonus action, she's going to move the butterfly over here to give more cover. Like over here, like this.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and she's gonna step back.
Alright. To Illyria.
Meet the Deliria.
Oh, did Illyria go? I'll be right back.
No, she's
No,
back.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, okay.
I muted myself because I was drinking chocolate.
Okay.
On mute.
Perfect. Yes. What do you want to do?
I just imagine Lyria in the middle of the battlefield just has like this little packet of chocolate milk.
Oh,
It's like,
by the
huh?
way, a vampiric touch is concentration.
Yes. It is concentration indeed.
Alright, that's for tolerance. Okay, what do you want to do?
Do what I do best, and you know what, I'm gonna do the thing, and I'm going to attack twice with the Sun Sword, and then as a bonus action, cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
It's a smoke grenade. It's supposed to smoke.
But it's 10 minus 3 is 7.
I'm so disappointed.
Both of them hit.
Ew.
The 12 probably misses.
The 12. Yes, the 12 misses. Dodges out of the way for the last one, but you might be able to kill it with the 2 first. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but I guess like her Shocking Grasp also looks more along the lines of like this like red lightning now.
Yes, yes, it does.
No, cool.
That's correct, I think. That's 28 damage.
Well, once again, you just execute this twig. Doesn't matter. Why the last one didn't hit was there was nothing left to target.
Yeah. Still just like those like red like lightning crackling around
Yeah.
the hand, like
You just
So it's like showering.
overkilled it basically.
yeah.
It's already dead when you burst the
Isn't just
lightning
me
into
or
it.
is Illyria incredibly scary right about now?
She's just
Yeah.
a good like at cutting down trees, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe they should switch like professions to a lumberjack.
If you can like flavor the lightsaber to be like a chainsaw.
Oh god.
Alright, that's your turn? Or do you want to do
Illyria's
anything
just
else?
running
It's
around
my
making
turn. Actually,
noises.
just gonna move on to those guys and try to look menacing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's my turn.
Okay, speaking of being menacing, they're definitely turning to you. You are, danger! And then it's gonna try to swipe your legs with their claws because they do not have that much reach. That's a 13 to hit, and a 21 to hit.
I would like to. Those are melee attacks, right?
Yes, they're both
I'd like
melee
to
attacks.
try and parry the 21.
Okay, roll with a +2.
I felt the +2 is only when I counterattack.
It might be that way. You know, it was one of the two where you get +2 at least.
Oh no, actually it is to the first one as well.
Okay, alright.
That's 25.
Yes! Yes!
And a 14 to hit. That's unfortunate.
Yes. No, actually, that just hits. They're slow. It's easier
Okay.
to target the
You
leader
literally
boys.
have to roll a nat 1 to miss. Oh my god.
It seems so. Like they're
Oh,
pretty
okay.
pretty weak. These things. I'm just rolling well.
Yeah. So that's correct. I keep double checking because that looks like so much damage to me.
All right, you swipe away basically half their health in one hit, and they screech at you in pain. Nature is not happy. All right, swarm time.
Nature.
Swarm, swarm.
No, I forgot to hit the swarm. Sorry.
No, don't. Yeah,
Thanks for
One
swarm.
second. Yes. So once again, from left to right. 19.
Hits.
10.
Doesn't hit.
Critical hit.
But hits.
And critical 1.
That's literally the opposite way that you did last time.
It's so dumb.
Team Odd now got wrecked.
Oh no, just not John and Paul. Oh no.
It's like, yeah, we'll divide it up.
Yeah. Six Ringo and the other one, nobody remembers.
Okay, so the first one who did not crit deals 7 points of damage in total, and the second one that does crit deals 17 points in total.
Oh jeez, okay.
And they both grow a little bit slow from it.
Do they have to drain blood for that, or is it just necrotic damage? Because
It's
They're
not
fey.
necessarily blood. It's more like their necrotic vitality. They're sucking some kind of life force in. Soul basically. Soul juices.
juices.
Okay. Have you removed that? For 7 points for the first
Yeah.
one here, and
Yeah,
then 17
and-
for that one. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Then
It's
the
my
Beatles.
turn.
The Beatles will retaliate.
Okay, it's beetling time. First beetle attack. 10. Second
That
beetle attack.
misses.
7.
That
A
misses.
20. Dirty
Hits.
20. And an 8.
That misses. So
one
only one hit.
Okay.
One that got criticaled.
Yeah, it's
He's pissed off.
Apparently
it is
so.
an angry beetle. No, it's a mildly angry beetle at 6 points.
6 points of damage for sure. Okay. That's their turn. There's just a little bit that gets like sawed away of this one, but otherwise you're able to like stomp or run out of the way from the beetles. Alright, Soul. Does someone want to do something?
Soul is seeing red right now, and it's beautiful to his eyes. So
So much murder!
he will go over here and do the same thing with this guy for there.
He's a little perv. He just wants to watch Illyria kill everything.
Yeah. He's is speaking on your snuff films.
Oh god.
So you see Saul like circling around him, being as annoying as he can.
Got a
Use the
little
help
Polaroid
action.
camera.
All right.
And that-
Then we go for Essie. What is Essie gonna do? Yeah, she's gonna look across the battlefield, see someone else that is low. She's gonna go for this twig over here, I think. Yes, she is. Oh yes, she does it! Dealing 25 points of fire damage.
Holy
with a
balls.
firebolt! Jesus Christ! With a firebolt! Another
Jesus.
one bites the dust. Turns into ash.
Blam.
Alright, next.
Okay, I'm gonna hop out. Boop, boof, boof. And use it. Now I can see them. I can use a bonus action to get this guy closer and do a hacking bonk.
Okay.
Just one more bonk. No, natural one. I guess
Is
I
your
was just.
shield okay?
I
Does
mean,
it need
I'm
does it need a pep talk?
I mean, it's clearly getting some sort of insecurities about its performance.
Performance
with Illyria just killing
anxieties.
everything.
Yeah, performance
yeah.
anxiety.
But nevertheless, like also Nyx is somewhat distracted by the shadowy claw that Illyria now wields. With red
that's
lightning,
definitely-
and with one like sort of raised eyebrow, he kind of does another sort of twinning of guiding bolt, one on each of the ones next to Illyria.
Okay.
So, first one, pew, 22 to hit.
Yes! 11 damage.
And is glistening golden, and then the second one is a 21 to hit. Same for 11 damage.
Yes.
Both of them are shiny.
They're so fabulous. So there's
they're
double
gonna
advantage there for you, Illyria, for the one that's slightly small. Both of them certainly gets burned from within, but the moisture kind of keeps it down. They're definitely hurt, but they're still standing. Okay, Amurdia, what do you do? Seems to be going well out there.
I cannot actually do
Martia will pop out again and be like, okay, and look at this guy. Oh, he's still alive, okay. And shoot 2 wind blasts at him.
Okay, up there. Do it.
Okay, that's 1 bleeding blast. That's a 21 to hit with 4 points of papam damage.
Alright, just a little bit of like the top kind of needle gets
And the second one is a nat 20 for 9
9
points
damage.
of.
Wait, don't we have the rules
Wait.
of like your?
Yes.
Didn't we want to test out those rules?
Yes,
What
I've been
wouldn't it
going
be-
with those rules. So remember that? Oh, Cookie. You get full damage plus 1 roll. when
Okay,
you crit.
so
the
okay, so
same.
that's 10 plus
It
So
would just be an extra
10
2.
plus 10. Holy shit!
No. Wait. Oh, wait. So it's 2d10. That's 1d10. So you already rolled a 1 on your crit damage, right? So it's just another 2.
You're the one.
What?
Which side?
yeah,
If you're
so
taking the
it's
first
11.
roll,
Yeah.
so it's it's
You
11
take
damage.
the first die plus 10.
Okay, so it's 11.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Still very cool.
Okay, let's do it.
Still,
Okay.
you aim a little bit better on the second one. I'm like, oh god, that didn't hit that much, and it takes off a huge part of the back kind of hip area. Okay, anything else?
In the stand.
And move the right. I'm gonna move this over here.
Okay. All right, Illyria, back to you. You have double advantage on the one just on the new soul, and normal advantage on the other one.
What the heck is a double advantage?
Nothing.
I was about
Elven
to say
accuracy
nothing.
advantage.
Roll 4 times. Take the
Oh, no.
best. No.
Roll until you crit.
In the stand.
Roll until you crit. Why don't you just auto crit then?
No, you
No,
just have to keep rolling.
You have advantage. They're very hurt.
So she's gonna do like 1 attack for each then.
All right, 19 and
So that's a
22.
19 and 22.
Yes. Roll damage twice.
So that's
15.
15 for the first one and 16 for the second one.
Ooh, that one is holding on with the threads, looking like a little pine needle. Next we'll go for the swarm. Oh no, actually, I accidentally removed my initiative value. It's me first. They tried to retaliate against you, Illyria, for 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, and you take 9 points of damage. And it gets a little bit swole, gets a little bit more AV, a little bit more prickly, but it will not save it. And then we have attacks against the swarms up there.
Don't save Illyria.
No, that's not the swarms.
Concentration was...
Oh yeah, it's concentration. So resource saving throw, and you need to beat
resolve.
10. You need to roll 10 or above.
Okay, what's going on in the line battle?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep, she's fine.
Okay, 9 against the swarm from the first one.
Miss?
Critical 20.
Wow, there's like a whole bunch
Wow.
of crits going
my
on up
God.
here.
Yeah.
And the last one is an 8.
Okay, so only one hit.
Okay, how much damage shall we deal? Oh, plus. Plus
Uh-huh.
8. Okay. 19 points of damage to the swarm.
Oh, it's almost gone, but it's still hanging.
It's reduced damage to that swarm though.
Yeah.
That's it. They're fighting for their lives against the termites. Oh, actually, this one hit.
What?
This one up here has absorbed so much vitality, so when it swells a lot. It grows.
Junker boy.
It's still looking hurt in several places, but it has gotten visibly larger to the point now that it's considered another size. Okay,
Whoa.
then
Okay.
it's Beetle's turn.
Beetle, we're gonna beetle all over this guy. So
Okay, 2 attacks.
that's 3. 6 and 13.
Both of them. No, the last one hits.
Okay, so that's 12 points of well damage.
Ooh, the termites eat this one together.
Yeah!
They're having a feast.
Go.
Okay, the reduced swarm.
Okay, both of these. Okay, wait, movement a little bit. Reduced swarm is 17.
That does it.
Okay, that's 6 points.
Alright.
Yeah, 6 points.
Yes.
And last swarm. 16 to hit.
That does it as well.
Oh Jesus! Okay, that's 3 points. Oh wait, that's not.
Roll another 2d4.
Yeah. 11 points.
11 points. Okay, finally this one has taken some damage there. This one is it is bigger, but it's extremely brittle.
Yeah,
Alright.
and these swarms are going to swarm all over him. as
Okay.
well.
Yes, they're having a feast up there. They are having their hero's feast. Huh. Soul, what does Soul want to do?
Soul is still pretty. He has his little murder boner on, so he'll go over here and help Olivia.
Right, your mouth has a boner because
He's watching an artist at work.
Alright, Essie once again lines up her shot, tries to hit like tongue sticking out of her mouth, and that just hits.
Nice.
Blam.
29 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Holy crap. How is she hitting
They-
so hard?
They're easily flammable. You've seen.
Ah, okay, yeah.
They're, you realize that they're vulnerable to fire. So she's been taking
The
double
pep
damage.
talk last night helped.
Yes, it did. Alright, next.
Illyria just completely ignoring it.
Okay, bonus action, bonk attack. Come on, bonk has to actually hit once. Critical!
What?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So,
So
4
it is
plus 10,
it's
right?
additional 3. Yeah, so additional 3 onto that damage.
Yeah, so
so
19
19.
How does it look?
Oh, it's literally like a hydraulic press. It just like goes above it and like whacks it down and smushes it into the ground and just like splats it like a twig pizza.
They're like splinters of wood that explodes everywhere.
Yeah, and it just keeps on grinding down like a mortar and pestle. Like it just does not let up. Like
Okay, Mardia, your turn.
wait, I have my action.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
I will then look over here and say, "Oh, I've seen bigger," and cast Secret Flame on that one.
Okay.
Deck save.
Yeah. I've seen bigger. That's 12. 11 points of damage.
Yes.
How do you want to do the second murder?
Let's go.
I want to like the sacred flame sort of lights up a path like underneath the swole boy that I want to incorporate the beetles to go into like a sort of murder frenzy as it sort of like lights up a path of where they can like find little holes as it sort of sizzles open like his legs and the beetles like crawl up in all like their murder frenzy, and it just like glows from the inside out as the beetles like sort of also pop out of it as it sort of gets eaten from the inside out, termite style.
Very cool. Okay. Immediately as combat ends, I realized that I forgot to take a break.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
already
that's
like...
like.
No, it's a bit late.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a bit late. I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
and quickly grab myself a new glass, and I'll be right back. So like a mini break.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
okay.
Okay.
I had to go early because I realized you're probably not gonna be taking a break. And you'll have to get to bed.
The chocolate milk has to be had.
Fyll vattnet.
We're done in 15 minutes.
Va?
15 minutes.
Nej men fyll vattnet. Det står.
Fyll vattnet, det slår.
Meabla...
Ta
biblioteka.
vattnen.
Ja, det
Fill
är
up the water bottle.
Pippers!
Why is she just?
Meow.
Oh,
Just hands.
yeah.
Fill your...
Beepers. Just there you go.
Me gusta agua. Oh, okay, I'm back.
Fill your vatten.
Ja. So,
Cool.
nothing seems to approach you anymore. As you calm down your breath from that exertion, there are 18 corpses around you. And your wagon is still stuck though, but the vines do not seem as healthy as they used to, like they've become more slack.
I call out and say, well, we've started as we meant to go on, and it's time to show Boreas exactly what we're made of. Let's get some souls. I'm running low.
I don't think we have souls here. I mean, look at this. And Martia will get over here and all of the beetles will like circle around her and start dancing. Is there a soul anywhere? How do I know?
They're all animated objects. They have a soul with them.
They do. But in whatever remains that is left of it, you do find soul power. You find 0.5 soul fragments.
How many? 4.5?
Oh, 0.5
Half.
souls potency, in 15 of them. The last one, the one who got small and big, is a full potency.
Oh shit, so how many is it rolling up?
It's still 15 times 0.5, so
Yeah.
they're not like they get combined. And then 1 times 1 soul.
Yeah.
So, God. We can convert them later to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
turn 3 of them into 1 potency, but you can still use half of a soul fragment to cast anything that is at least up to level 2. You can use
Mm.
Mm, 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 mm.
0.5.
So I have a soul gem. We can put them all in the soul gem and then like divide it out later if you like.
Yeah.
But I think
So-
S is gonna take immediately 2.
2.5s to get one.
Yeah, 1 potency
Full
in
soul?
total.
Okay. So what?
Okay, so
That remains what? 13.5s.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll fill up the soul gem with 7.5 souls.
Perfect. And then, as you turn to free your wagon, Essie comes up with her hand axe and like starts to chop away the vines and slowly starts to get free. At that point, you notice a black cloud in the distance towards the west,
Black cloud.
and is moving
How fast are we talking?
pretty fast, and is below the other clouds.
Oh my God.
That's concerning, right?
I think it's time to try and get off the road or something. Because if this is another swarm of bats or whatever, then Strad's afoot. Let's get off the road.
Comes closer and closer. Everybody make me a perception intelligence.
Perception, intelligence.
Scaring the children.
perception, intelligence. Maybe?
Dude. I found a new big iron.
Hamarty and Nyx, just looking at it for a second. No, actually, just listening to it as you try to get the last vines off. Oh, God, I hate everything.
What?
As you, Nyx and Hamarty, as you turn to quickly rip off the last vines to get the wagon free, to somehow get out of sight, from the road, you, in the back of your mind, you hear and you listen and you're like, no, that is not bat shrieks. That is raven shrieks.
Oh.
Mm. Okay, I also said, wait. This is different.
Wait, it's a murder of cows.
I like butter. Yay! I like this.
Well, if
I
not,
wonder.
Seconds later, the swarm swoops down and circles above your head in this great spiral of feathery wings, and there's this almost like it's so loud that you can hardly shout to each other, and you couldn't hear, deafening you. But after a few turns, it rises up again towards the sky, and quickly darts back towards the west.
So, anyone know a cow friend?
It doesn't make him.
Did they look like blue feathers?
It makes him.
I mean, there's a certain light play to a raven's wing, you know, but not painted
As soon as you
blue.
start
No.
making sense, I'll start
Well, ravens are usually a good thing here, so
True. It's a sign of, good fortune and.
Like Mariella that we saw.
exactly.
Each one of them was a little Mariella?
No, not all ravens are people.
It's diary. Sell it to people.
Okay. Okay, so it's not Little Marians.
No.
Oh, but they seem to be wanting to get our attention to head further west anyway, right? Towards the vineyard.
Yes.
Clearly there is some sussy shit afoot with these reanimated creatures. Nature seems to have taken on a vengeful approach.
Yeah. That's fuck ton of money.
Let's get in the wagon.
Yeah.
Nothing more to do here.
Or the
Let's move on.
Wait, I'm taking my beetles with me.
I am not riding with beetles in the back. I'm sorry, Amatya.
What? But look, they're so cute!
No, they're not cute. They're useful. I will give you that. Can they ride above the wagon, perhaps?
Climb on top of the
Let's do
canvas.
that. Let's do that, and so we'll beckon them up.
They can even like ride underneath the wagon, like holding onto the underside.
Yeah, we're all going to like latch into the wagon at different angles to make an auto beetle hair.
It takes
Beetle armor.
another 5 minutes to get all of the vines free and to calm down the horses and make sure that they're not hurt. But you try to get going as fast as you can. And after only a few moments on the road, there's some kind of movement in the vines just meters ahead of you.
The RSH12.
Like on the road.
On the road, somewhere to your right.
Ash 12. It shoots its.
Lyria, can you blast them? Anything that's twitching? Sit up here next to me.
Sure.
Keep me cozy.
You turn your attention.
I thought I'm blasting anything that moves, not.
So I started blasting.
You shuffle in the wagon, and Illyria, as you turn your attention towards it, has already gotten very close to the road, and then, stumbling out onto it, there's a humanoid figure.
Oh.
Dressed in dark clothes and a hood. There is a dark stumble and an unruly hair, a smudge of dirt on one of his fair-skinned cheeks. There's a hand that is hovering around the hilt of a weapon, and then deep brown eyes takes you all in suspiciously and calls out, "Hail, friends!"
I'm 3'11".
Friends? I mean, you seem to be friendly with the bushes.
I mean,
Wait! You are those people. Oh, I see. You need to get off of the road. Fast. There's more coming. I'm sure of it. Go back. Turn around, go back.
why?
There's other ways to get to where we need to go. Now, follow me. And he starts jogging towards you.
Who
and
are
then
you?
past
Why are we gonna follow you?
He's already past the wagon, and he calls back over his shoulder, brings up this hood that he pulls over his face. Don't worry. I am Darius Martikov.
We were at the bar. He was telling me all about
Yeah, and your name means that you are?
Part of the Mordekov family, if he's saying the truth.
I'm the older brother of Irvin. Come on.
Good last job. Not done.
Wait, how?
He gives you a wink, and he continues, like, sprinting. Are you coming?
Yeah, okay, we're coming.
I guess we're coming. Turn the cart around. Gallop after him a little bit.
Did you go to the gym today?
Yeah.
At
And
least he's not a tree.
he pulls you back to, like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes that you traveled into the vineyard, all the way back there, and into, like, a meadow and a cluster of trees. And finally stops there. He's a little bit out of breath, but he seems very athletic, considering how he still looks pretty fresh from that haunty sprint.
On T-sprint?
I'm still contemplating how he
He's Erwin's older brother.
There is some like gray hairs like in his hair, but it's also half elves.
Half elf shenanigans. Why were you amongst the bushes? What has been going on here? Why is there things created out of twigs and vines that are attacking us? What the fuck is going
I'd
on?
really like to know why the fucking bushes are trying to suck my blood, to be honest.
I mean, normally I'm not allowed to talk about these things and give these answers, but I think that you can help us, considering what I've heard about you from
Well,
Danik and Irvin, and also Muriella.
We are here on their quest, so...
Yeah, I know what you did for Wallaki, and that's, well, pretty fucking miraculous. So,
Well, we are miracle workers, and we intend to make sure that the wine starts flowing. But you're gonna have to start answering some pretty important questions here. Like, what the fuck are you doing in the bush?
Still need permission from Father.
Don't worry about the magazines. You just build.
We ought to go and pay him a visit, and,
Oh,
yeah,
is
I
he
am
around?
already sorry for his behavior, but I'm gonna try to do my best to make sure that he warms up enough to you to allow this. So, come with me. We're going back. We keep your horses here. Make sure that they're safe. Leave some water, leave some hay, and then we are going to take the back road through some small paths. You're gonna keep low to the ground, and we're going to sneak past them. Okay?
Wait. Who are you to tell us what to do?
Dude, I got you.
Like, why can't we just walk up to the vineyard house and see what's what? What's the problem here?
My friends told me that you've already been
Could you buy me all
stopped
the stuff? Dude, you're
by
level
these
11.
creatures.
You're almost a flea. Just do it yourself.
Believe me,
Did I?
Just do it yourself.
there is much more closer to the house.
Okay, tell us a little bit of detail, exactly what's going on up at the house.
Well, I cannot do that before I talk to Davian.
Because are you not your own man? Do you not have the details? Do you not
Family
have eyes?
values, I'm sorry.
Your family values preventing you from telling us what you saw at the house.
Anyway,
I mean, kinda not. We have been attacked, that's all I can say.
dude, I'm gonna
Really, I could not tell that.
sandwich before bed.
I am not sure that this place is safe from the spies of you know who, but I know a place where we can talk freely.
right then.
Fine, that's all you have to say.
Perfect.
Jeez, why is it so hard talking to people that come out of bushes?
This way. Keep up and keep quiet. And he goes kinda jogging again.
Lyria like leaves the necklace, the
Was
wagon.
seriously doing this?
I'm sorry, Mateo, what?
I was seriously doing this right now.
Well, what's the problem?
Do we trust him?
Well,
I-
he's of the family that we agreed to help.
I mean, I
Also,
kinda
he's dead.
trust him. I mean, he's handsome, so that's up. Point
Well,
in
he's
his
also
corner.
handsome.
I
Look,
don't know about you
not
guys, but I kinda
just
wanna
because
go
somebody's
running with a handsome,
handsome
serious
doesn't
man.
mean you can trust them. Like,
It forgives some stuff.
Presumably, like, Nix, who has a vested interest in alcohol, would kind of know of the Magical family anyway, right?
True, you probably heard them in passing.
Would you have known, like, generally what they look like to get a sense of whether or not this guy is, like, pretending to be someone? Because, like, ultimately, if you have a genuine vested interest in any sort of, like, you know, if it's wine or if it's artistry or if it's, I don't know, video games, you know, you would know who, like, the CEO is or, like, the general family that creates something, so you would have a knowledge. And to be honest, it's not exactly a lot of information to know in Barovia.
crew. Make me a quick intelligence to see how much you know.
No, okay. Ooh, he really likes wine.
You're pretty sure that you heard these tales and these rumors that the patriarch is very old. There are several children. And they are defined by this rather fair skin, but almost black hair and dark eyes.
I mean, checks out, and he's handsome.
Alright then.
All right. And he calls out to you again, like, come on, this way. And you all look at each other, kind of shrug, secure the horses, and you decide to follow Charismatic.
Yes.
And with that, we're gonna we're gonna end tonight's episode of Curse Among the Misery. Woo!
Yay for chasing bush boys!
Yay!